When advertising on YouTube, I know that making
Great app idea? Check. Great app design? With thousands of talented designers on Fiverr, you can check that off too. Start now.
Are you a web creator? Get ready to up your WordPress game with Elementor, an award-winning website builder. Elementor is the leading website builder which allows you to create WordPress websites visually without writing a single line of code. Intuitively edit and customize your websites in real time, just the way you want. Over 90 powerful built-in widgets empower you to create WordPress websites more fluidly. Every website you create with Elementor is fully responsive, so it looks amazing on any device. Instantly add any website element you need, including fully customizable and powerful built-in forms, brilliant pop-ups implementation, and gorgeous, comprehensive product pages. Yep, Elementor has all the good stuff already built in. Don't feel like starting from scratch? Choose from over 90 exclusive kits created to help you launch websites faster. Join millions of web creators and start building with Elementor. Create websites, design your future. Elementor. Try it now for free.
Something about it.
Things have been going too well for too long. There's no way the microphones were connected.
Yeah, that's true.
However,
They can hear us now?
now they are.
All right.
And now it's the Fellas Show. First official regular Fellas Show after a Sunday of football.
Yeah, that would be.
If you want to classify it like that, you sure can.
Yeah, I mean, if we're looking in the breaking book, that would be on there. It is Monday, September 13th. It is a day after the first NFL Sunday.
True.
We are waking up with the headline that the Houston Texans are the better team in the state of Texas today. So, glad we saw that. Kareem Hunt missed his other touchdown. I was kind of upset about that. That would have been an awesome fucking clip.
Yeah, I was very wrong about mine, so we don't even need to mention them. And then, yeah, it was pretty wild stuff. It was a great day for football.
I don't think there were many bad games yesterday.
Speaking of not many bad games, I didn't think there was many bad quarterbacks.
And I think you might have been right.
I was kind of thinking back. I was like, I was pretty impressed with. I was also pretty impressed with. And hey, and I was looking. The worst quarterback yesterday might have been Aaron Rodgers.
Wow, I didn't even think about that. I said T-Law, but
I mean,
it's
and
probably
you
Aaron
can
Rodgers.
say T-Law statistically. He had a bunch of interceptions. They got trounced by the Houston Texans. But I mean, first year QB, first game ever on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
That's not a.
Hey, I give him the nod over Aaron yesterday.
I would agree with you.
Which is crazy to even think, but it's true.
Conspiracy theory time. Aaron Rodgers is self-sabotaging the Green Bay Packers because he's angry at them. Honestly, the worst QB I watched was either Raj Allen or Big Ben.
Honestly, at least, and here's the thing: Big Ben won.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna give it to Allen or Big Ben, he won.
Honestly, Allen did not look good yesterday.
No, he did not. He did not look great.
Looks very, very bad.
I also noticed there were so many attempts by so many quarterbacks. Tom Brady, Allen, T-Law, Goff, and Dak all had over 50 attempts.
Good God.
There was just a ton of ball slanging. Because even guys that didn't have a lot of yards, your Jameses, for example, just sprinkled 5 passing tutters on top of that.
That man.
To beat up the Packers.
That man.
Out of nowhere. Without his first wide receiver.
That man had a great game.
Yeah, he did.
I understand he was throwing to open receivers, but that last touchdown pass, 55-yard bomb over the shoulder, landed in that is the Jameis that threw 30 touchdown passes. I get it, he threw 30 interceptions too, but
dude,
to throw 30 touchdown passes is really fucking hard.
I've said it since the moment he left the Buccaneers. I said, you have to get this guy. You can teach aversion. You can teach to not throw 30 interceptions.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can teach someone to throw 30 touchdowns.
No, that's and to have the confidence to throw 30 touchdowns when you still are throwing 30 interceptions, dude, you got to go.
He has no memory.
No memory of a goldfish. Just right back out, going to sling them all over again. Very impressive performance from Jameis.
Yeah.
Very impressive performance from Jared Goff.
Matt Ryan was kind of booty. But even he was he didn't have any interceptions. He was relatively accurate.
He just couldn't get the ball away.
There's not a lot going on.
Yeah. Jared Goff had a great game.
Yeah, he did.
There were some quarterbacks out there that had very good games that we did not.
Sam Darnold had quite a game. Jalen Hurts had quite a game. Kyler Murray went off.
Kyler Murray looked fucking incredible. And I know that we talked about it, and I'm a little bit higher on the Cardinals than most. But wow. Some of those that one to Christian Kirk's got to be play of the year, as of right now. Throwing sideways, falling down, sideways throw into Christian Kirk's. Perfect.
That was a very impressive throw. Now, correct me if... Well, actually, I guess you don't have to correct me because it's just my opinion.
Yeah.
It was not... Hey, 8-point game is not garbage time.
Outside my house.
He's trying to... He's trying to lead the comeback.
Hey, all I have to say is if you had a problem with Goff's numbers yesterday, you better have a problem with Matthew Stafford's numbers his whole career, because that's literally what Matthew Stafford did on the Lions for how long?
That's also true.
That is literally Pat Stafford is Stat Padford, sorry, is literally that. That was what he was doing for years.
Goff was trying to win that game. I don't know what to tell you.
And he almost fucking
He was
did.
knocking on the
He
door.
almost came back. He really almost did. That fumble was crazy. The comeback was crazy. Also, speaking of little Stat Padford, great opening game.
Oh, he looked great. He absolutely did not look like he was statting
nothing
any
insanely
pats.
fancy, nothing, anything else. Just extremely efficient, extremely good, solid, fundamental, did everything right. Like just
Yeah, I think, it was kind of weird. I feel like he looked like he was just meant to be in that offense.
yeah.
Immediately just looked like he was just calling it.
He looked
Perfectly.
so confident too.
And I actually kind of thought a similar way about Jared Goff on Detroit. I felt like he almost looked like he belonged in that offense a little more.
Yeah.
And I felt that way about Matt Stafford in LA too. I thought that was interesting. I was like, oh, both these guys kind of seem like
They got a little
they're
bit
kind
better
of
of a
comfortable
fit,
where
yeah.
they are here. So that's something to watch. But back to Kyler.
Yeah.
I remember the last beginning of last season. I thought he looked very similar to this, like almost impossibly like crisp and fast, and could just place the ball everywhere. And I feel like it got a little sloppier as the year went on.
Yeah.
Do you feel that? Because that's what I felt like it was like last year.
Yeah, and you know me, I'm a big, if I see flashes from a QB,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, okay, the other things can be worked out with time.
Yeah,
It's
no,
the-
for
it's
sure.
It's the flashes and stuff. And yeah, I guess you could say that he was getting a little sloppy. I think he was trying to do a little too much at the end of last
Yeah.
season. Plus, he had was it a shoulder
He
last
was, yeah, he
season?
did end up having a shoulder attack.
That he kept playing through, and they were like, stop playing through it. And he's like, no, I'm going to play through it. Looking at yesterday's game, I don't think he has a shoulder problem anymore.
Yeah.
But no, the most dominant performance of any QB this weekend. It was incredible. And just when you thought the Titans maybe could get back into it with a defensive stand,
Yeah.
or the Kyler interception that he threw, and then the Titans go down and score. If Kyler doesn't score on that drive, the momentum switches. Titans get another touchdown. All of a sudden, it's a 4-point game. Like, no, instead, Kyler just marched his ass all the way down the field and ran that ball in. Good morning, Stephanie. Sorry that we were talking about this at the moment. Truly, I guess this is a good question then. Do you think the Cardinals won that game or the Titans lost that game?
Oh, I think that's just a statement win by the Cardinals.
I do too.
It doesn't make me feel particularly concerned about the Titans.
No.
More so than it does me. Okay, so the Cardinals are just one of those teams.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't sure going into it. And I'll 100% admit.
I had a feeling, but in the back of my mind, I was still like,
It's like did it come? It has to come together first, and it looks like it really came together. Yeah, to me, that's much more of just a statement by the Cardinals than anything.
Yeah, no, I absolutely think that the Cardinals won that game. I mean, there were things that the Titans did that I've never seen them do before.
A little weird.
But again, it's week one. You're going against a high-powered offense and a defense that looked pretty damn good. I'm not gonna lie. I know there's a lot of question marks around the Cardinals secondary and things like that, but I didn't see a whole lot of lapses.
No, I think
that team is very well put together.
in my opinion, that J.J. Watt move might be one of the most underrated pickups of the entire offseason. Like, I get, he's definitely not as physical as he was in his... But dude's still got his brain attached,
Yeah, exactly.
And he's still with those guys every single day in the locker room. If you don't think that brings you to another level, you're wrong. It absolutely does.
This Cards defense is what I thought they would look like last year,
Yeah.
Chandler Jones. That's exactly what I was thinking too, because last year I was much higher on the Cardinals than I should have been, and I kept it there, and they very much disappointed me, and I was like, this team should be so much better than this. Like, it doesn't make sense how they're not a good team. And then they just added more in the offseason. It's like, they should be such a good fucking team. I hope they continue it because I'm very high on the Cardinals this year. I think that they are a great team, and I love all the players on their team. I seriously love all of them. There's like not one person on the team that I despise, which is saying a lot because I don't like a lot of players in the NFL.
Yeah. I'm almost positive. This is kind of crazy. Almost every like quarterback passing thing went over. Almost every single one of them. I think the only ones that didn't were like Jameis, I think Tannehill, maybe Dalton. No, he wasn't even at 200. It was something else for passing yesterday. It really was.
Like I said, we didn't really watch a bad game yesterday.
No.
I mean, Falcons, Eagles got pretty bad there at the end.
Yeah, as far as not entertaining, but
Saints, Green Bay.
The
was
Eagles
pretty much
looked on, and now you see. Here's the problem.
Oh, that was the worst thing they could have done yesterday. Is beat the Falcons by 26 to get everyone to go like this.
I know.
Play one of the worst teams in the NFL right off the rip. Set all the expectations like this.
Yeah, the Eagles aren't just gonna be a bad team because they're never really just like a sorry team.
No, because they have a fan like that. You have to play.
They're advanced bad.
Yeah.
They know how to play with you.
Feelings and stuff.
They know how to play with you. We'll see. I was very happy with what I saw, especially out of the defense.
Yeah.
I think one of the main things that Jim Schwartz's scheme just did not work with our level of talent in the backfield because we don't have any.
Yeah.
Well, we have Darius Slay, and he's definitely a talented corner, and that's about the only one we've seen in the last like 4 years. And when you're constantly playing like a bend don't break, but everyone can just break it.
Yeah.
That's just called let the other team score. So we were playing aggressive. We were playing in ways where the ball wouldn't go over the top of anyone. We'd be running downhill at them after the ball was completed or while it's still in the air. It was a lot smarter and made more sense. And that might have been my favorite thing to see. Obviously, Jalen looked great. I knew he has the potential to look great, but then like what happens when he goes against a good defense?
Yeah. I mean, he hit flashes yesterday.
Absolutely.
He hit throws that he was supposed to throw.
No, he looked really good.
There was a couple things where I was like, ooh, probably should have hit that throw, but then
he's 27 or 35.
He's barely even played. Like, yeah. I'm very nervous for Eagles fans. I'm not gonna lie, because that was such a good game where you guys looked so good, but at the same time, I don't know where to put the Atlanta Falcons because they looked
they looked
so
awful.
bad.
They might be the worst team in the NFL this year.
So bad, and I'm just excited to see the next Eagles game because if they do that again, I'll be like, hold up, hang on, like. You guys can stay healthy. Like, hold up, hang on.
That's the main thing. I hadn't seen our O-line healthy in so long.
It's a good. That's
like,
what I was saying yesterday. Like your D-line and O-line, if healthy, which never happens, but if healthy, is so good. Like should be so good. So should the Vikings, but
yeah.
Well,
yeah. Hey.
I'm fully on board with the Birds. I'm also ready to get hurt again. If you're fully on board with the Birds right now, you should be prepared for a little bit of heartbreak.
I took that future in like March or something.
Yeah.
Bears to win the NFC East.
Nice.
Fourth worst odds, but hey.
Hey, you guys are in first.
Tied for first, baby.
Wait, you have first by yourself?
Oh yeah, I guess so.
Right?
Did football team win? No, they didn't win.
I think no, they lost.
Giants
you
didn't
have
win.
first by yourself.
Let's go. Let's go.
So you guys have first by yourself, and I think the NFC North has started 0. Everyone started 0-1 for the first time in I don't remember how long. I remember the last time that all 4 of us lost the same week. Wish they were bad enough for Art Smith to want to leave and come back to the Titans.
Yeah. I was glad Devonta Smith looked good. I was a little worried after preseason, just a little bit, but he's on track. He's good. He's good.
Hey, the 2 wide receivers that everyone was like they look terrible in preseason were Jamar Chase and Devontae Adams, and both fucking went
Jamar Chase
off yesterday.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit of that Vikings game because that was something else. First of all, the fact that you guys made it to OT in that game is actually ridiculous.
Yeah, I know.
Because what did you have, like 300 yards worth of penalties?
Yeah, pretty much. It was bad. I would like to point out that we had 300 yards worth of penalties. The Justin Jefferson touchdown got called back somehow.
Yeah.
I know it got called at the one and we scored right after, but that was bullshit because the man's half his body was in the end zone when his ass hit the ground. He was clearly in, and I was like, whatever. At least we scored after. That Dalvin Cook fumble,
Ooh.
I don't understand how that's a fumble. You can see his ass jiggle on the ground. Like, you can see him hit the ground, jiggle, elbows down, and then the ball comes flying out, and somehow that's a fumble.
Yeah, there are actually some really bad calls this weekend. Not just that.
There
one.
were some really bad calls. I saw a couple in Green Bay, too, that Aaron Rodgers was pissed about, which he gets pissed sometimes anyways. But I just...
You had that touchdown.
Huh?
That touchdown. And Dalvin ran it in right after anyway, but...
It's just bad calls. I was very upset. It's a game that we should have very easily won. And then I saw the headline after. I saw that headline because obviously I have Vikings on my ESPN. I saw the headline that ESPN put out after, and it was like big takeaways from Vikings Bengals. And the first thing was never count Joey Burrow out of a game. I was like, did Joey Burrow not almost throw that game away? Like, they were in the lead the whole time.
Well, or yeah.
We came back.
That's the main thing.
We came back at the end to tie it up.
It's like, well, yeah.
And he
obviously don't count him out of a game that he's winning.
He went 3 and out twice.
That would be simply preposterous.
He went 3 and out twice in OT and only got the ball back because Dalvin was on the ground when the ball got ripped out of his arms. And then went like 40 yards to get to field goal range and then kicked a field goal to win. I was like, hey, Joey had a great game yesterday. Made some incredible throws. Even after getting crunched by some big men multiple times, which made me a little nervous, not gonna lie. Yeah. I was like sitting watching that game. Like, yeah, get him! And then all of a sudden you get him. I'm like, okay, easy. Got him. Be nice to him. No, very upset that we lost that game. We should not have lost that game. But week 1, and it happens. And then I saw more ESPN headlines that was like, oh, Vikings preseason was something to be worried about. I'm like, hang the fuck on. Like, just relax.
Well, yeah. If you're worried about the preseason, then week 1 football will also be something for you to worry about.
I'm like, just relax.
If you're going to be worried about everything, then yes.
I have also some Go Birds who I just call Skolars.
Yes.
And there's some in my group chat for my fantasy league, and they're like, Vikings are going 4-13 this year. We're so fucking bad. 3-14. But I'm like, okay, relax, guys, relax. Week 1, game 1, day 1. Come on.
Bengals are one of those teams that are definitely going to beat some teams they're not supposed to either.
Yeah, I have Bengals going 500 this year. Like, I don't.
That's impossible, Eric. It's a 17 game season now.
Oh yeah. Fair.
I actually hate that though. Now that teams can't go 500.
Yeah, like I feel like 500 sometimes is like the mark.
We gotta do an 18 game season and let the players
let the players die.
Yeah.
Because 18 games would probably kill every single player.
But maybe we can give them proper health care after their careers or something as a trade-off. Sorry.
How am I feeling about Cards Vikings this week? Well, considering the fact that I just talked about the Vikings and how we didn't look good, and considering the fact that I just said the Cardinals look like damn near the most dominant team in the NFL, I'm going to say that I'm pretty nervous about playing the Cardinals, and I will be probably taking the Cardinals spread. Depending on what it's at, of course.
Other thing to note, I'd say, I think the Bucks just look just like the Bucks. I think two of the best games were Bucks Cowboys and Chiefs Browns.
Yes.
I think
all
they
4 teams
both
looked so good,
and they all did exactly what you think. You know.
Yeah.
Cowboys stayed in it. Dak powered the offense,
but the defense folds at the end.
But just wasn't quite enough to keep up with the Bucks. And then same with the Chiefs. And I really liked the way Cleveland played them.
Yes,
I really liked going
the 2 point off the rip
touchdown.
Was fucking beautiful.
I really liked that. That was really smart.
And honestly, Browns win that game if that punter doesn't fuck that up.
Oh yeah,
if he catches that ball and punts
touchdown
it,
right there.
If he catches that ball and punts it, that game probably ends in the Browns' favor. I would think, because that's a momentum swing.
Or they at least have an opportunity.
Yeah, I mean,
more time.
Yeah, it was really unfortunate. And kind of like exactly how you expect it to go. Browns play the Chiefs tough, do something brownish, and lose the game to the Chiefs. And Patty Mahomes comes out and
Yeah, he's like, okay, well, time to just score this.
he's
I
like,
don't wanna
oh,
go home."
you going to muff a punt? I'm going to make your ass pay for that one.
Yeah.
Watch this shit. Hold my dick real quick. Cards minus 3.5 in Minnesota. No, in Arizona, sorry.
Oh.
Ouchie. It looks like it's already getting 95% too. I will say, do not count the Vikings out just because of that first game. That's a very, very, very talented roster. That
Yeah.
whole defense, basically half that defense didn't play last year. If Baker throws an interception in the fourth, are you talking about the one that ended the game? Because the one that ended the game, I don't put on his fault. He's trying to get out of the pocket. He's literally in the act of throwing as his ankles get grabbed, and then he's just kind of falling. Just unfortunate play. He knew it too. It was just did he throw one before that? I don't think he did.
No, he only had one.
Yeah. No, I don't put that on Baker. Plus, he needed to make a big drive anyways. He was going to have to score a touchdown. Like, that was a little far-fetched anyways. But, yeah, he did throw that interception. I got asked this yesterday. Who had the most dominant performance in the NFL yesterday? Just overall looked like the best team in the NFL. My number one answer was Cardinals.
Yeah.
And then I went to Saints, although I feel like the Saints... So Cardinals, I feel like, won the game. Titans didn't lose the game. Packers and Saints, I kind of feel like the Packers somewhat lost that game.
Yeah, the Packers looked like stinky.
Yeah, it just looked really, really bad. And, hey, props to the Saints Props to the Saints for playing the way they did. It's just, I feel like the Packers lapsed. I think Cardinals, I'm going to say the Chiefs, even though that game was close. I think Chiefs and Browns, honestly, because I saw things out of both of them.
Yeah,
I was like,
100%.
Holy fuck, these two teams are going to be good. Other than that, probably the Eagles, which kind of funny, but they look damn good. That game showed me even more so how badly we need Badger and Frank Clark. Yeah, I mean, I saw some tweets yesterday that came from Kansas City people that were like, we don't even have our defense, blah, blah, blah. It's like, there's a lot of teams out there that don't have players that they need. I never listen to we have this guy out.
The Chiefs.
I never listen to we have this guy out, unless it's like your whole line that's out, then it matters, or your whole secondary that's out.
Yeah.
Like, you have a couple guys missing. Everyone's got a couple guys missing. Like, it's the NFL. That's why I hate when people are like, we did it without this, or we don't even have this and this. I'm like, yeah, and every other team doesn't have half their fucking players too. It's the NFL. The Saints, yeah. I don't know if the Packers lost that game or the Saints just truly played that well.
Probably a little bit of both.
Probably a little bit of both. Because that Saints defense is underrated. I say it every year that they come in, ever since they've kind of transitioned to being a more defensive team than an offensive team. And damn, the Steelers, I'm surprised how that game went. I am and I'm not. How the Steelers game went. We talked about it on the show yesterday morning that we're staying away from that because betting against the Bills at home on opening day is kind of a suicide bet. But at the same time, Pittsburgh Steelers sitting there at plus 240 was just the most valuable thing. And again, we even said if the Pittsburgh Steelers win that game today, you will not see Pittsburgh Steelers at plus 240 for the whole rest of the year. I guarantee you do not see them that high.
No, dude. And
The Pittsburgh Steelers are a good team.
I'm trying. I'm glad we're acknowledging it now.
Mm-hmm.
I try to tell him. Hey, remember they were running a bunch of games and Big Ben was actually throwing for a ton of yards. It's not like he just died.
Yeah. I will say, though, he
didn't look great.
He didn't have a great game.
He was 18 and
Najee
32.
didn't have a great game either. It's that defense that just fucking...
Yeah, Bills first half is money. That's cash,
Brax.
baby.
Attaboy Brax.
That's smart. What else? I feel like... Oh, we should talk a little Pats Dolphins, probably.
Probably should.
That was an interesting one.
That was. What did the stats end up for both those QBs? I don't think I saw the final stats.
Tua had 202 yards, 16 of 27, one tutter, one interception. And then Mac Jones, he had 281 yards. He was 29 of 39 for a touchdown. No interceptions. Okay. They looked good. They both looked pretty good. I think Mac Jones looked real good. And that hit.
The full game, and I put that money on a Herbert.
And that hit. That's 337, baby.
Yeah, that Herbert over was just absolute cash.
Just so you know, the Herbert over hit the
Baker under missed.
The Baker under. Yeah,
That's what I put it that one.
I did like the Baker under, but
I did
wow,
too.
he started flying around.
Yeah, he had 220 at half. I was like, holy shit.
The
Baker.
Sam Darnold we should talk about.
Yeah, Sam had one hell of a game.
Boy, did he have his comeback tour.
We said it could happen, but I really didn't think it was gonna happen. And now,
Danny Jones.
Danny Jones, I'm telling you.
Take it with the rushing. Take it without the rushing. Take them combined.
Every single fucking game. Danny Jones rushing. Man's getting 20 and a half when he averaged 35 a game last year. He's so good at running the football.
Yeah, he had 27 yesterday. That was hit on the over. It just always hit.
Morning, Cam. Mr. Hits big parlays.
Hey.
Cam hit a hell of a parlay yesterday. Ah, boy, Cam. On a free bet, too. Beautiful. Well done. Well done. That was a hell of a parlay. Herbert was money. Yes.
Yeah, he was exactly what we were worried he would be. And
Yep. And talk about that game too. What a great game there. Too bad. I'm very upset that Fitzmagic went down.
You want to talk about a missed call though? You see that fumble?
I don't think so.
Bro, Herbert threw a ball. It was 3rd and goal into the end zone. Hit the ground, bounced out of the end zone.
Wow, I did not even see that.
Called it a fumble. Called it a safety,
no.
and other team got the ball or a touchback.
Oh god.
I actually have a nice video.
Man,
of it.
I was so mad at the game. I was so mad. I bet. I forgot you guys are DT fans. Yeah, that's
the football team.
the football team.
That's true. When is the last time you saw Matt Stafford smile?
There was one point where won another $100 free bet, so planning something nice. Let's go. Matthew Stafford looks like a badass in a Rams uniform. By the way,
That's what I'm saying.
There was
one
one
natural. In
There was
he looked
one.
natural.
There was one camera shot where they're already up, like in the first half. They're up 2 touchdowns or whatever,
Yeah.
at 10-0 or whatever, and they just panned to this man coming back on the field for a drive, and he is just cool, calm, collected. Looks like a badass with his new helmet, just kind of wearing down underneath his eyes. I'm like, this man's gonna throw for 8,000 yards this season. Like, there's no one stopping this man.
Yeah.
And at times their offense did look a little stagnant, but let's give some credit to Bears defense because it is still the Bears defense.
They just didn't look like it. I don't know what's going on with them.
I feel bad for them because I know the coach is on a hot seat. I know that everyone's on a hot seat to get Fields in there, and I don't care how many interceptions Andy Dalton throws. Do not start Justin Fields yet. Please save this man.
Yeah, for real.
If you saw Jason Peters go out last night for the Bears. And then another offensive lineman go out for the Bears, and I forget who it was.
Oh, yeah, well.
And now you want to put Justin Fields back there behind what was already a bad offensive line and now a hurt offensive line? Stop. Just let Andy Dalton take the abuse. Do not ruin your franchise QB. Just let Andy Dalton play for a little while. I understand, and I like the bring in Justin every once in a while to get a couple snaps underneath his belt. They seem to use him in the red zone a couple times. That was pretty cool. But do not get that man hurt. And if you start him all season, he's going to get fucking crunched. Him and Sean McVay are on the same page. Yeah. It seemed like that whole team was on the same page.
They.
If you saw.
What you could definitely say is Stafford is a smarter quarterback than Goff is. Maybe just a smarter brain.
Yeah.
He's a different kind of brain.
Experience. He's seen more things than Jared Goff. I mean, he's seen probably everything in the
He was. What he was doing at the line of scrimmage was insane for his first game.
Yeah.
Did you know, it was insane how much he was calling and then the adjustments he would make.
Think of how
Pretty
many
wild.
blitzes and how many
Oh, yeah. He's
10-man rushes he's had to deal
and
with.
they're
in his
always
lifetime.
successful.
And he couldn't do anything about it because he just didn't have. Donald was happy as hell when they showed us. That's what I was just about to talk about. The Van Jefferson touchdown when Stafford airs it out. Van Jefferson catches it, falls down, gets back up quicker than anyone. That is not humanly pot. I want there to be some kind of science thing and how fast that guy got back up to his feet, because to catch a ball like that and just flip multiple times and then just like hit your feet again and run like in the perfect direction away from the defenders. Like, first of all, what the fuck? And then it panned over to Aaron Donald and he's like, and you could tell that team was like, yeah, we knew this shit was gonna happen. Like, everyone on the team was so bought in. The defensive players were talking about the offensive players. The offensive players were talking about the defensive players. You can tell that team is just like, holy fuck, we have a hell of a squad this year, and we are going to dominate people. Aaron Donald, whether he got 1 sack, I think he only ended up with 1 yesterday, put pressure on Andy Dalton every single play. This man would just pick up an offensive lineman and just run towards Andy Dalton. I know he only got his hands on him once, but holy shit. That man is fucking terrifying. And then
dude, if you get only 1 sack for the entire season, you had a pretty dang good season.
Yeah.
Like for in every game, if you can get contact on that quarterback once a game, a 17 sack season.
Yeah,
it's good enough.
You're pretty nuts. None of the Bears players thought to touch him when Van was down. I mean,
no.
One thing, yes, Bears, because the one guy like kind of brushes by him. Yeah, the Bears kind of brushes by him and kind of like missed him by a little bit. But at the same time, that dude got up so quick. Like, it just springs right back up and just takes off running. Like, what the fuck? Physics and science don't make sense on that one.
Dude, I gotta say, Alvin Kamara is just straight up one of my favorite players now.
He's just so fucking good.
And I like the way he is. He's just like a little mysterious, you know?
Yeah.
He's got a little bit of like some little edge to him.
He's got a little edge to him.
A little edge, a little bit of like, I don't want to talk to them. You know, like he's very cool, man. Like, he's just a cool guy. And I like his statement on Jameis, because everyone's like, dude, my God, get me out of here, dude, fuck Tutters.
Yeah.
You know, I've been so, and he goes, I didn't have any questions about him. My impressions are what I felt this whole camp. I'm impressed, I guess, but that's what I expect from him.
Let's go. Fuck yeah.
Let's go. 5 Tutters every game.
You know, he threw 5 touchdowns.
He's so cool.
It's Jameis.
He's Jameis, baby.
Expect it.
I got 5 interceptions coming next week. It's Jameis,
It's the new norm. Get used to it. Ain't that incredible? It's Jameis Winston. It's what he does. I love it, though. I love some of the confidence around some of these teams.
Yeah, it's
teams
that gonna be a year,
teams that feel that they have it, like they've got it, and they really truly believe in it. Man, there's some scary teams.
I think for last year, for a lot of teams, last year was almost a throwaway, because a lot of teams got screwed over really early on.
And
whether
it
was
we're not
too many,
we're not
new
losing
players,
more money off of the season,
some COVID thing, something like this, something like that, no home field event. There was so many different things you could cite last year that I think a lot of teams that weren't kind of upper echelon, kind of get
And now it's some of these teams that played at home for the first time that didn't get to experience that. I mean, the Rams' new stadium, by the way, SoFi Stadium, is fucking
something else.
Something else. Incredible. And that place, I kind of was like, why are you gonna build this new stadium for a team that doesn't have fans? Like, I don't.
Yeah.
Why would you do that? That place was loud as fuck last night.
Well,
did you hear Chris at the very beginning of the game when he's trying to talk and the crowd is just going nuts and he's like trying to scream into the mic? It's like, holy shit, that place is loud. The video of Jameis dancing after the game is hilarious. Did you see the video of his press conference after?
No.
He gets interviewed on the field and she's like, Jameis, blah, blah, blah. Something about like, you guys look good, you look ready, blah, blah, blah. He's like, we were just told to be ready for everything. My trainer said, and then he goes, what did my trainer say? Honestly, he just said to be ready and stuff. And I was like, this man hasn't changed at all. Like, oh my God. Sorry.
Eaton W, you want to bite?
Yeah,
bro?
Eaton, funny dude, very funny guy, very good at football. Dumbest motherfucker on planet Earth.
Here's the thing, though. If you're gonna be an absolute goober,
you better play it as
you
one.
can, and you
and
throw
he does.
5 tutters. Then there you go. That's the thing. If you're like if you're like 3 and 5, and you've been just jacking up interceptions, you go, let's eat some dubs. Everyone's gonna look at you like how Deshaun Jackson looked at him in that video. Like that's how it's gonna go. Now, if you're out there eating dubs and you say, let's eat some dubs,
slinging 5 balls around,
feasting.
Everyone's gonna buy into it, but no,
I'm into it. I'd love to see the
I
comeback.
love it, but dumbest motherfucker on the planet.
No.
Stealing crab.
He did
Eating W's. Can't remember what his own
Dude,
trainer said.
Before there's NIL rules. That was before he could make this. Bro, imagine if he was in college now, he'd just have a crab sponsorship.
No, I love the man. I think he's hysterical. I think that he plays the part great because I think he kind of understands that he's just a little bit of a goof.
I'm sure he knows
he's a bit of a goon.
I'm
sure his team calls him a goony guy because he is probably a little weirdo in that locker room. He says some weird shit. But hey, Jameis, I hope you have one hell of a fucking season this season.
Dude, I think he's got like, if you have like a younger sibling who eventually is better at you than stuff.
Yeah.
But you still can like.
He's still your younger sibling.
Yeah. He's got little brother who like. who accelerated past you vibes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here's a couple of little things.
Jameis. Oh, what a character. He's just a character.
So some of the highlights I'd say from random headlines I've found. A little headline gather up.
Okay.
What is this called?
Gather them all up.
Lasso?
Bring them on in.
Maybe I'll lasso them together.
Yeah.
Can we get a lasso graphic?
Sure.
Okay.
I mean, it's kind of up to you. Yeah. It's kind of.
I don't want it anymore. That sounds like work. First, Skip Bayless did something dumb, which I love to highlight when that happens because I think he's a big stooge.
I mean, that's the way he makes money. Is he's a white Stephen A. who's a little less educated.
Yeah, well, I think he's
Yeah.
And I don't like him. So I like to highlight when he says something stupid. This is one of the worst ones. He said that. Here, we'll get the quote. Man, if Belichick can't beat Tua, all caps, in the home opener, he's got problems. I predicted he'd go with Mac Jones and cut Cam. Mac is more Belichick style, but I believe Cam would have scored more than 60 today and won the game. 16, sorry. Yeah. More than 16 today and won this game. And it just feels like he didn't watch the game.
I don't know if Skip Bayless actually watches football.
I don't think
Sometimes I hear him say things and I'm like,
I don't even think he looks like at the box score. I think he like Googles NFL and that's it.
Who was best player today? Who was worst player today? Copy, paste, yell on screen.
Like, I just think the only way you can possibly get that take from that game is if you look at just the final score.
Yeah.
And you don't even click on it to look at anything. Like, you just saw, oh, well, I bet Cam Newton could score more than 16 points, which he didn't do that frequently last year, by the way.
No, he did not. Also, I mean, I get it. Matt kind of fucked him over at the end there, but he came off that sideline when that turnover happened and was like clapping on the sideline, like trying to get all the defense going. And I'm like, okay, one, probably not your position to do that, but two, I love it. Like I love.
No, they like him. They like him.
I love the enthusiasm. Like one, probably don't do that in the NFL. Maybe not. Maybe don't go clapping and be like, come on, let's go defense. Like after you just kind of turn over the ball. But hey, I still love it. Like still for a rookie QB
it's
to go
better
out
than
there and
pouting like a little baby.
That's the Cam Newton towel over the head kind of.
Yeah, it's better than that.
That's what it would have been. So
hang on, he was 29 of 39, 281 yards, converted 11 of 16 third downs. There's 4 fumbles.
4 fumbles. That's a lot of fumbles
from different players though.
Okay.
Well, I think he wasn't all on. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, oh, so Cam is known for hanging on to the ball really well,
I guess.
and diving on top of fumbles, right? That's what he's.
Yeah, I forgot.
In
he's
the
not
biggest
definitely
moments.
not. He's definitely not afraid of jumping on fumbles.
Oh, and maybe
Never
the one time your starting quarterback should have really get it. Nah, never mind. We won't do him like that. He needs to find a job, but still. So not just a boneheaded tweet.
I saw an interview with Cam Newton back in like February or March.
Yeah.
And it just kind of popped up again, and it said it was Cam Newton. I think it was like one of those barbershop shows or whatever.
Oh, with
like getting a haircut.
The one with LeBron?
No, it wasn't that. It just seemed like a casual interview.
Just also
It was
happened
like,
to be in a barbershop.
yeah, something like that. And it was like, do you think you should be a starting QB? And he turned around and he's like, let me put it this way. Name 32 QBs that are better than me. He's like, you can't. At the time, I was like, this dude's damn right. Like, there's not 32 QBs in the NFL currently better than... After watching yesterday, there might be 32 QBs in the NFL that are better than Cam Newton. There might be.
It depends, man. It's like, if we're going off Cam Newton last year, I think there's probably 29.
Yeah.
And if we're going off of what he could do in the right scheme, with the
right,
all that, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know because I haven't seen it. But
I mean, the reason he's out in Patriots is because Mac Jones knew the playbook better than he did.
yeah,
Like he was with the offense better than he was. And it's like, if a guy can come in for a couple months and be better than you after a year and a half, like, maybe you're not. Maybe there isn't. Maybe there is 32 QBs that are better than you, Cam. Like, I don't know. After watching yesterday, I don't know who I'd replace him with.
no.
Because all the guys that we had big old question marks on yesterday overperformed.
Yeah, I think that's the main thing.
I think T-Law was the only one where we're all like, he's going to have a rough time. And he had a little bit of a rough time, but he also, again, had flashes.
And to me,
he hit the open guys. He hit the...
Yeah, I saw enough of him to be like, he'll be good.
He'll be fine.
He's somewhere safe.
He'll be fine once he's safe.
Get
And
him
whether he's ever going to be
somewhere
safe, I don't know.
Save the poor boy,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah, I was impressed by some flashes. That's kind of partially what I expected, is him to have an overall bad game, but then have the throws that... Because, I mean, clearly the guy has talent. He's a very talented QB. I may have my take on how he's going to do considering where he came from, but played well, hit his open throws, did throw 3 interceptions, but at the same time, he had to sling the fuck out of that ball because they were down 20 at half almost, which is ridiculous. Matt Nagy only called one pass play over 15 yards, and that was on weird-ass 4th and 15 call. How does he have a job?
I don't know. Dude is bad.
I'm going to say the same thing about Zimmer yesterday, because in OT on game-winning drives that we need to march down the field, our play call, and this might be on Kirk too for not looking down the field, but I saw there was one time where there was 4th and 10, and every single one of our receivers didn't go over 7 yards. They all stopped at 7 yards.
And then cut in.
And Kirk threw it to the one that was at 6 or 7 yards. I just don't understand how Mike Zimmer still has a fucking job. Like, it was multiple times when we needed plays to go down the field or to the outside, out of bounds, and we threw it 6 yards in the middle of the field over and over and over and over and over again.
And don't you feel bad for Kirk? Because you know, like, that, like, probably 50 or more % of the fans watching aren't even thinking about the play call. And they're like,
no.
Why are you throwing it 6 yards, Kirk?
I had a conversation with my dad on the phone on like Friday, and he's like, I bet if you look at Kirk's average passes, it'll be like 3 yards. And I'm like, maybe if the coach told anyone to go fucking deep, we would be fine. You're telling me in the finishing moments you got to get down the field as fast as possible? You're not sending at least Adam or JJ deep? Someone to try and beat someone over the top and bring 2 guys with them so that we can
people that will beat them
so that we can put an out route to the fucking out of bounds and get a first down for 12 yards like every other team is able to when the other team's playing prevent, is just throw 10 yards, 12 yards to the corner, get out of bounds, stop the clock. Instead, we are throwing fucking 6 yards in the middle of the field because all of our wide receivers are right here in the middle of the field. I just didn't understand. And I don't know if it's Kirk because I didn't see the whole field at the time it was going, but it just seemed like horrible fucking play calling.
Shout out Kirk, 3rd in the NFL in yards right now.
As he does every single fucking year.
Well, that's a lot.
That is a lot. What did he end up with?
351, 7.2 yards per attempt. Now, you want to hear some crazy yards per attempt type shit? Jimmy G, guess how many yards per attempt he had against that Lions D?
I have no idea.
12.6 yards every time he attempted to throw a pass.
It was a first down.
That's not even a completion. Do you know how many... Wait, so what was his completion percentage? 68%.
Wait, no, that's only completions for average attempt. Wait.
Yards per attempt, not yards per completion.
Is that really how that works? Because that's crazy if that's still over 12.
I'm pretty sure.
On 68? No, that's not how that works.
Well, then why is it yards per attempt and not yards per completion?
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that's only counts when it's completion, which is still nuts that anytime someone caught a fucking ball from him.
Well, we can do the math, bro. 314 yards. Nah, dude, 314 yards on 25 attempts. That might actually be.
That's 12.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's 12.
Yeah, he only threw the ball 25 times.
Damn, that's pretty impressive.
Well, but then Matt Stafford did 12.3 because he threw 321 yards.
Russ had to been way up there too, right?
Russ is fourth. He had 11 yards per attempt. Baker had 11 and a half. Justin Jefferson had 11 yards per attempt.
Oh my God, that was so stupid.
Jordan Love had 9.7 in his garbage time debut.
That was that. By the way, because I do despise the Packers and because Aaron Rodgers looks
Does that feel good?
Watching Aaron Rodgers gets benched for Jordan Love and then watching Jordan Love complete passes after pass after pass made me feel so good because I know right now Green Bay fans are sitting over there going,
Yeah, they're all.
We just start Jordan Love. Get Aaron Rodgers out of here. He doesn't want to play for us anymore. Start Jordan Love.
and I in my heart just feels so good about it because to watch the Green Bay franchise crumble, just disintegrates by their own actions, with their star boy finally bringing them down and destructing that whole franchise.
Do you think he was just in one too many State Farm commercials?
I
Just spent like one too many days in Hawaii.
I think they pissed him off. I think it's self-sabotage.
Yeah, you think he's bringing this
that's
shit
my
down?
conspiracy theory until proven wrong. Aaron
Yeah, fair
Rodgers is
enough.
only in Green Bay to make that team worse.
Dang.
And because I know that Jordan Love will not be a good QB. I know it down to deep in my core that he will not be a good QB. I've seen the man throw before. He's not a good QB. But to watch him come in for Aaron and do better than Aaron, I know that those dumbass Packer fans are just chomping at the bit today.
Dude, I think it was either Jeopardy or it was Hawaii. Something threw him off course. Maybe he met a nice girl in Hawaii and he's still thinking about her.
I saw a tweet that was like, Aaron Rodgers comes back, and then it's like a quote from Aaron Rodgers. It's like, "Uh-oh, Gutekunst, seems like you might be in Jeopardy."
Gunst. That dude.
Pissed off a lot of people in that
Here,
franchise.
Now I have a little clip here.
Oh, a little clip, huh?
I want you to see this.
Little clip guy.
I want you to see this strip sack.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see if the DC boys
Yeah, how
they
how
might
feel
be
about
all for it, but I don't know if that's I'll do a nice. I'll zoom in with my fingies. Shout out touchscreen. Shout out. Okay, well not in that instance. All right, so this was ruled a fumble that went out of the end zone for touchback and Washington possession.
Yes.
And it rolls out of the bag.
Look, even the defensive players. Like you can see it, like no one is going after that ball. No one's doing anything. Everyone knows.
The dude that got credited with the forced fumble. This is walking off the field.
It was just like, yeah, hey, that
was a good play.
Yeah, I got a hand on it.
A little, got
Let's
a
go.
finger on it. Let's go.
That makes no sense. The crowd didn't know what to do.
That's fair.
Dude, that's literally how I felt sitting on my couch watching the Vikings yesterday when Dalvin Cook got that fumble.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Wow.
there's just no, like, what are you supposed to do? Like, how do you hold on to a ball for longer than that? That's just terrible. That is a terrible call. And there was some bad calls around the NFL yesterday. All across the NFL.
So here's another weird little thing.
Washington football team signing Cam
Yeah.
Newton.
Rivera, dude.
That would be, I mean, it sounds like Fitz isn't a super serious injury, but it's not a good injury. It's something that
Very few are.
Yeah, it's something that's going to hold him out for a little while. All right, let's see this other one.
So probably might have maybe Saul. Probably might have could have.
Yeah, probably maybe should have.
Ronnie Harrison Jr.
Ah.
Gotten a little thing. Basically, I think what happened was he was over on the Chiefs sideline after a play. Stepped over / on Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Coach Shaw took exception to such thing. I think gave him a little maybe like, get off my guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then he just pops the coach right back. Like I've never seen him play.
Yeah, I mean it's
pretty.
Kind of like I'm pretty sure it's a big no.
Yeah, no,
to
they
hit
would
an opposing coach.
It's certainly illegal in the game.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Is it written in the rule book?
I don't know. I haven't read it.
Okay.
But he did get ejected from the game. Originally, it was a 15-yard penalty, and then they looked back on it and they're like, "Wait, this happened." So we'll see what. So he gets up, kind of steps on Edwards, and the coach shoves him there with two hands. He goes back and goes, "Pop."
That's a stiff little.
Yeah, I mean he does get pushed there.
Oh, that's just you don't do that.
You
can't do that.
Now, I don't think Coach over there should be doing that.
I think
either.
Coach should be suspended. I have a feeling after this is reviewed, Coach will probably get suspended a few games. I have a feeling.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty clear now. You can't really see what's going on with the feet, but yeah, they did originally. That was a 15-yard unsportsmanlike on the Chiefs, but. I don't know, man, because he's clearly not he's not like yelling at anybody. He's not stepping on it. He's not like bumping it. I think he's just trying to get out of there. You don't need to shove him like that, probably. But then
the retaliate.
It doesn't matter if you should or not.
Also, that's also being called a smart football player is when that coach shoves you, you go like this, and you're like,
yeah.
You see this? You see, especially in a game like that where you know it's going to matter down the stretch. Like, dude, don't fucking shove a coach.
Yeah, it can't be doing that.
What did you expect to happen there? Dumb. Not smart. I think both should have some consequences, though, because as a coach, you can't do that. Like, I'm not saying the retaliation was justified. You're still a dumbass for retaliating, but at the same time, like, coach shoved you, and you shove him back, you should both probably get in trouble.
That's so fun.
Aaron Rodgers and that one girl from Divergent got engaged.
Shailene Woodley.
And
I went and Googled. It's so fun. I Googled Shailene Woodley. In the top stories, 2 things about her posting baby feet. Maybe Aaron's going to be a father. And then
he's got
fans are blaming Shailene Woodley for Aaron Rodgers' poor week 1 showing. Let's read this. Let's get into why he... No, okay, they do start the article with, this might be the stupidest take on one. All right, so they're aware.
They're aware. But I don't put it past Packer fans to be blaming her right now.
Wow. Jeez. I never realized how much it would suck to be a celebrity and look at Twitter. Scrolling through all of those. So they got engaged, just like Steph said. But now she's got baby. That was the least informative thing I've ever read.
Now she's got baby feet on her?
So it's literally just a compilation of fans who are blaming him.
She was the absolute worst interview ever talking about.
I've never seen that.
I have never seen that either.
This is okay. Too much Shailene Woodley clouding up his mind. Not enough football. Fire Shailene Woodley. I'm blaming Shailene Woodley. Hey, Shailene Woodley, your fiance sucks. Did Shailene ruin Aaron Rodgers? Everything bad that happens ever again will always be Shailene Woodley's fault. I blame Shailene Woodley. It's just like,
this poor woman. She's gonna dump his ass immediately. Be like, "Fuck this! If you don't play good, I am not. We're not doing this. I cannot handle this every week." Well, what a morning that was. Fellas, the day off of football. There's so many of you in here.
wow.
It is 11 o'clock, however, so
sure
we
is.
need to kick it to beds. Fellas, there is a WNBA game today at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. That is in 4 hours. I'm WNBA not only on a Monday. We have WNBA on a Monday. We have WNBA at 3 o'clock on a Monday. I don't understand what the fuck they have, and I don't get it. I don't understand them. But hey, I'll take it.
Yeah, it's
WNBA at 3 o'clock today. Full slate of MLB and Monday Night Football.
I ain't mad about it.
We'll kick it to a break. We'll see you on the other side, talking all 3 sports and making money off all 3 sports. If I'm being totally honest.
Waiting all day for Monday night.
That's not it. No, you're not Carrie. I love Carrie Underwood.
Oh,
She's so
shoot,
amazing.
man.
She's so amazing.
Fellas, we're back. Had to set that song to 2 times speed because I was getting bored.
Oh.
Did you feel that in your spine?
Not yet.
Oh.
All right, fellas. It is betting time. It is
Wow.
Monday. We are coming off a weekend.
We sure got a lot to look at.
Also, by the way, fellas, I think it is.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, mine's really high because I have to be,
Yeah, but
I'm
I
so-
don't want to
I'm
look
a-
like a midget.
Yeah, well, hey. Extreme,
I'm not showing
extreme-
in
extreme
extreme
mid-
midget wrestling.
Extreme midget
That's
wrestling?
not until 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah, all right, fine. We do have a full MLB slate today. Also, WNBA weekends. I think, and I did it this weekend. Actually, I did take a bet on Saturday, but yesterday I left it alone. I don't think the WNBA is worth betting on the weekend. The week, super predictable. Can read the lines like a book. The lines are soft, super easy. We
Right.
almost sweep all week long, almost every week. On weekends, we go 50%, almost always. It's so much less predictable. The games are so much different. That's just something I'm thinking about. Anyways, let's get into the MLB slate for today. The game 1 of today is John Gant on the mound for the Minnesota Twins at plus 167 on the road going against the New York Yankees and Lewis Gill at minus 182. Marcus Davenport suffered an apparent pec injury in yesterday's game. Source said he did an MRI and is waiting back results following an impressive game that included a sack. Saints pass rusher Marcus Davenport apparently has a possible torn pec. Getting into the Minnesota Yankees game, John Gant's not very good. 1-3, 4.85 ERA with a 1.13 whip, 1.5 whip, sorry. 343 on base percentage, earned run log 0.24403000. I did not mention his Achilles rupture, but he does have an Achilles rupture and is out for the rest of the season, which is very sad. Some big injuries yesterday. Jerry Jeudy went down with what looked like his ankle just was in half, but apparently it's only a high ankle sprain, out 6 to 8 weeks. So John Gant, not very good. He has been better as of recently, though. His strikeouts have been a little bit better. Lewis Gill, 1-0, 1.42 ERA with a 1.26 whip. On base percentage of 293. Earned run log 3.000. He's only pitched in 4 games this year. He's only given us 19 innings. But they've all been pretty damn good besides his last time out where he gave up 3 earned runs. I don't want to touch this game.
Yeah, I'm not
saying no.
surprised you don't want to touch the
I
Twins
kinda-
Yankees. I feel like that's your...
Actually, I'm kind of feeling the under.
Yeah, 10's a lot.
10's a lot for both these pitchers, considering the Yankees have not been hitting the ball well. Minnesota hasn't been hitting the ball overly incredible. I mean, the Yankees had 6 and 8 their last 2 games, but besides that, before that, 3-4, 3-1-0, 7-3-4. Not that impressive. Yankees have hit the over in their last 4 games, which makes me think the under is definitely coming. I'm gonna write that down. I haven't seen a 10-point game on the Yankees in forever.
Yeah.
At most, it's 9.5 or 9. And the Twins have had 1 game that was under 10 in the past 10 games, and it ended up being 3. Give me Twins Yanks under 10. I really like that. Yankees suck. Yes, they do. But the Minnesota Twins suck more. Trust me. Moving on because I just really don't want to touch that game.
Ooh.
Hey, what's a Twins to score first and lose, or Yankees to score first and lose? What's the
you
big
want
one?
something like that?
I just want to know because this is a very big toss-up game. Even though the Yankees always beat the Twins.
Yankees to score first and lose is plus 800. Wowza. I really don't think that's gonna happen.
I don't either, but
Twins to score first and lose is actually less likely than Twins to score first and win, or more likely.
wow.
That's a plus 230 to score first and win is plus 240.
Wow. I think a sprinkle on the Twins is probably worth it because the Yankees are just bad. I will say, however, there's a reason that the Yankees are my least favorite team. Whoa, why are the odds like that on BetUS?
I don't know. Don't know why it's in
Is that
European.
the European?
That's
odds?
the metric system.
Next game of the day.
That's really weird.
Yeah, I've never seen it actually do that. Next game of the day, 7:05. We have the Miami Marlins and Sandy Alcantara.
That
on
actually
the road.
makes a lot more sense when it's like that. But.
Yeah, I know. Sandy Alcantara on the road, getting minus 112, going against Paolo Espino of the Washington Nationals at home, getting minus 108 about. Sandy Alcantara, 8-13, 3.24 ERA with a 1.1 WHIP, on base percentage of 281. His earned run log had a great outing last time against the Mets. 9 innings, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 14 strikeouts. Wow. And the only earned run was actually a dinger on him. Besides that, his earned run log 1-4-0, 1-2, 1-0, 10-0-3. So pretty fucking solid. Occasionally we'll just have a very bad game, but other than that, Sandy Alcantara is very good. Love the Marlins' first 5 here, riding that Sandy 94 mile an hour changeup all day. Yes. Paolo Espino, 4-4, 4.35 ERA with a 1.19 WHIP, on base percentage of 288. Earned run log 5.2, 1.35, 1.6, 1.30. Definitely not as consistent as Sandy Alcantara. He does have some heat some games, but he only goes 5 innings max. And we all know the Nationals bullpen is not the greatest thing ever. Likes to let up some dingers. I want to see where the percentages are in this game. Marlins getting 72% of tickets, 78% of money. So definitely a good stack by going on the Marlins. Looks like the National spread is getting 83% of money, however. Very interesting here. I would think the Marlins win this game with Alcantara on the mound. But again, it's one of those games that I don't enjoy touching. I think that first 5 Marlins is much better than the full game Marlins, even though their bullpen probably is better than Washington as well. I just don't trust it. Yeah, I think Miami Marlins is a safe bet today. I will not be playing it because I hate both these teams, and Miami Marlins love to screw me over. So I'm just gonna stay away. But
I'm taking
taking
Marlins
Miami?
money line, and then taking Sandy his strikeout over.
Ooh,
That's gonna be money. It's over 6.5 right now. He's done that in 4 out of his last 5 games. Let's see how that goes against the Nationals. In 1 game against the Nationals, he's done it as well. He just does that.
What
He
is it,
just
over
does these
6.5?
things. Yeah.
not
In
bad.
all games this season, because that was his last 5. Yeah, dude, he does it all the time. He loves that.
all right, okay, I like that. That was a good pick. Next game of the day, Tampa Bay Rays versus the Toronto Blue Jays. Looks like the Rays are on the road going against Alek Manoah at home, getting minus 130. I do not see a starting pitcher listed for the Tampa Bay Rays.
Let's see if there's one on here. Maybe. No. Colin McHugh.
Colin McHugh going against Alec Manoah. Alec Manoah is 5-2, 3.71 ERA with a 1.12 WHIP. On base percentage of 297. Earned run log 3.6216222020. I feel like the Rays are going to win this game. Have a pretty strong feeling that the Rays are going to win this game, especially how they just played against Detroit. They need to win some games. Yankees, okay, I need to look at the standings here because I always say that they're ahead of the Yankees, but I don't know by how many games at this point. Let's figure out who is... Okay, they're 9 games back. Yankees aren't even in a wild card spot anymore. Let's fucking go. So it's Rays, obviously in first. Blue Jays 9 games back. Red Sox 9 games back. Yankees 10 games back. So Blue Jays, Red Sox, Yankees are absolutely 1,000% fighting for a spot right now. Looks like Mariners and Athletics also fighting for a spot at 6.5 games back from the Astros. Braves have a pretty good lead on Phillies and Mets, but those two are within half a game of each other. Brewers are obviously dominating the NL Central. And the NL West is led by the Giants with Dodgers 2.5 games back from them. Okay. I just wanted to refresh the mind on where everyone's at.
Yeah. Get a little context.
Yeah. God, Toronto Blue Jays are playing fucking good.
Yeah, they are.
I think they've won, 13 of their last 14 or something like that. I don't want to bet against them. I really think the Rays win this game, but I don't want to bet against them. I don't want to bet against a very hot team. In baseball, it seems that teams just get streaky for sometimes no reason, and you just got to kind of roll with it. I will not be placing a bet on the Toronto Blue Jays, however. Or maybe I will be. I need to dive into this game a little bit more.
There's something interesting, though.
Okay.
Well, let's see. First, we can see how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, it looks like Toronto has only won 3 of the last 10 matchups between the two.
11. They're 11 out of their last 12 wins. However, they have lost 14 of their last 15 games against the Rays after a win on the road.
Ooh, interesting.
They come back, maybe had a little something to drink on the plane, and then we'll see. But
are we hitting Toronto under here? We are in Toronto.
Yeah.
However, they have scored 44 runs in their last 3 games.
That's what I'm kind of a little worried about. I don't know if that's even the play I'd like to touch in this one personally. Yeah. Although Tampa Bay and Toronto do not typically go over, their matchups this year just have been like 4, 7, 8, 6, 9, which have all been under, respectively. Now, this is under 9. I think if it was a little higher, I'd like it, but I think I just don't want to touch that total.
Yeah. I'm going to look up Colin McHugh real quick. That 22-run game, yes. I bet you hit so many live bets on that one. Just so we know, Colin McHugh is 6-1 this year. 55 innings pitched, 1.646 ERA with a .92 WHIP, so pretty fucking solid pitcher. Yeah, but I just don't want to touch this game. Toronto Blue Jays bats look like they've been working pretty damn well, though, so if that's the way you want to ride, I would not blame you, especially at home. Next game.
I think I might do the... Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. What the heck? Okay. Yeah, I think I like the Blue Jays team total.
I was going to say that, too. 4.5.
Yeah. Although the Rays are also at 4.5, and they're at plus money.
Interesting. Alec Manoah is an interesting pitcher.
Yeah.
I just got nothing for that. Next game of the day, we got Adam Wainwright on the road getting -111 and going against Dick Mountain, also known as Rich Hill, at home getting -109. Adam Wainwright is a fucking phenomenal pitcher. 15-7, 2.98 ERA with a 1.03 WHIP. On base percentage of 270. Earned run log 4.1002022320. And I would understand if that earned run log was like, it's okay, but that's all across 7, 8, sometimes 9 innings. He goes for fucking ever. He's an insanely good pitcher. You never, ever, 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 ever bet against Adam Wainwright Rich Hill is 0-2, 3.71 ERA with a 1.17 whip. On base percentage of 309. Definitely played a lot better in his last games than what he was doing before. Earned run log 1.023230433. So he's definitely tightened it up as of recently. 8-4 and 8 strikeouts when he hadn't touched 8 like basically all season. So yeah, he's been playing much better. I will say though that the St. Louis Cardinals should absolutely win this game. Adam Wainwright is a fucking stud and a half. I think he's a beast. You can't get many hits on him. You just can't do it. It's so hard. Mets bats have been pretty incredible. But it's Adam Wainwright. I'm probably just gonna stay away from that one. Are you gonna same game parlay that?
I sure want to.
Yeah. Cardinals in the under.
It looks really nice. That does it at plus 225.
It's an interesting spot because I will never ever bet against Adam Wainwright. I think he's just too good. But at the same time, Mets are kind of feeling Cards and game under.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
I'm gonna jot down the Cardinals.
Cam, I had that parlay on my screen. I was looking right at it. That's a plus 225.
FanDuel odds boost on Nets and all right.
Cards and game under same game parlay
That's Marlins
225.
That's Marlins too.
Oh, and we know the yeah. Ooh, and I had the ooh.
I think
we're on the right side of history, boys.
I think we should have a parlay in VIP today. That is Marlins money line and Cardinals money line, and we'll call it the FanDuel fade.
The FanDuel.
The FanDuel parlay.
Slam duel.
All right, there's a couple names in the air, but expect that
the
one.
Fan Cruel.
Oof. Oof. Wow.
The Van Mule.
No, not so much. Not so much.
Like a mule that you keep in the back of your van. And then when like someone messes with you, and if someone like flips you off in traffic, you like open up your van door, and the mule just comes running out and just bucks the shit out of the side of their car. So yeah, the under though. I mean, we're in Citi Field, 7.1 runs per game here. We got 27th team in runs per game versus the 26th team in run. They're just bad. They're just bad. So yeah, there's a fly flying around. Yeah, if we had a mule, you'd go.
Oh, you know, you might be right.
Eat him.
Here he is.
That was guy.
Little bitch.
Oh, he got him. Not gonna lie, he got him. But yeah, you know what?
My face. This is a no-fly zone.
Hey, relax.
All right, moving on.
No, I'm taking St. Louis money line. I'm taking. That's at minus 115. I'm taking the game under, and then I'm taking them both together.
All right. I like it. Next game of the day. 8:05. We got Jake Odorizzi. Remember, he pitched for the Minnesota Twins, which means she's not very good. Going against Spencer Howard. It's at plus 170 at home for the Texas Rangers. Houston versus Texas. Interesting matchup. Jake Odorizzi, 6-7, 4.28 ERA with a 1.21 whip, average inning pitch 4.2. On base percentage about 300. Innings pitched just under 100. Earned run log 2-1-2-1-4-0-6-3-3-4. Really never goes above 5 innings, very, very rarely. Lets up some home runs. Hasn't let up any in his last 2 games, but that means he's probably due for one here. Spencer Howard, 0-1, 7.71 ERA with a 1.39 whip. On base percentage of 345. He's only given us 37 innings this year. Earned run log 0.50-340-2230, and none of those are longer than 4 innings, so not a good earned run log. We'll say that he keeps his dingers down. Really doesn't let up a lot of home runs, probably because he only pitches for 2 or 3 innings a game. I cannot imagine that the Houston Astros lose this game, but it seems like every single time we've said that in the past couple months, it's the game that they end up losing. I don't trust the Houston Astros worth shit right now. They have won 5 of their last 10 games. They've been like that all this whole time. I can't believe they still have a lead in their division, honestly. The Rangers have won 6 of their last 7.
Wow.
It is against the Angels, Diamondbacks, and Oakland. I guess Oakland isn't that bad.
No, Oakland's not bad.
Whoa.
Hey.
I just don't know. I'm not sure what to do here. I'm not sure if there is a play on this. Houston Astros are getting 68% of tickets, 85% of money on the money line. Their spread is getting 80% of tickets and 99% of money, which makes me think that this is going to be a one-score game, or a one-run game. I gotta stay away. I have to stay away. I want to take Houston super badly. Kind of want to take the over as well. Because Spencer Howard is trash and Jake Odorizzi is a former Twins pitcher, which means he's trash. But I don't know what to do.
I don't know.
I don't know what to do.
I don't like it.
I don't like it at all.
The battle for Texas.
The battle for Texas. By the way, I'm just going to reiterate it. The headline on today's newspaper is going to be the Houston Texans are the better Texas football team.
I just don't know, like for what's is just like for Houston, like Houston's newspaper.
I don't know.
Like
I'm
Wall
sure
Street Journal.
Somewhere, someone said the Houston Texans woke up 1-0, and the Dallas Cowboys woke up 0-1, and therefore the Houston Texans are the better Texas football team. I bet it was said somewhere.
Yeah.
And if not, I'm gonna write an article that says it.
I'm just gonna Google. I want to see how many things come up. I feel like that's the sentiment, right? The Texans are the better Texas football team. That's from 2011.
No.
NFL debate, August 9th, 2011. Brush some dust off of this thing.
Next game.
Wait, I'm sorry. It just has the best intro sentence. We all know Texas is one of the biggest states in the country.
Nice. Nice. In case you didn't know. One of the biggest states?
I believe she's number 2.
Yeah, behind Alaska.
Yep.
You ever seen a map of Alaska put over the United States?
That thing's freaking huge.
It's like covers 2/3 of the United States.
Yeah.
It's huge. Huge.
Freaking huge.
Anyways. Oh, boy, I am excited to say this game out loud. San Diego Padres going against San Francisco Giants. San Francisco Giants are starting Dominic Leone. San Diego Padres are starting Yu Darvish. It is once again time to fade Yu Darvish. Give me the San Francisco money line. Give me San Francisco team total over. Give me San Francisco everything today because Yu Darvish fucking sucks. He's not good. I don't know what happened to him, but he's not a good pitcher. He's bad. He had finally his first good outing in fucking forever. Actually, that's not true. He's had 2 good outings in his last 5. Hey, San Francisco Giants, all day long.
Now,
All day long.
here's my question, Ewick.
Yeah.
The Giants are a better team than the Padres.
Yes, they are.
How bad is this Dominic Leone guy?
Not bad. 3-3, 1.48 ERA with a 1.05 WHIP. On base percentage 266. He's given us 42 innings. He only goes for 1 or 2 innings, but he's given up 1 earned run in his past 10 games.
So why is this a pick'em?
Probably because it is a San Francisco bullpen game going
Okay.
against Yu Darvish.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. I still think the books are giving way too much credit to Yu Darvish, and I've said that now every single game in the past 10 games he's started probably. I think they're still giving him credit. This is classic. We're giving Yu Darvish too much credit. Classic. We're not giving San Francisco Giants enough credit, like they haven't been all season. Giants at home. This game would have made a lot more sense if it was a pick'em with San Francisco on the road.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
I know that
it
like,
is
it's
Giants at home
relatively
as
the
well.
same place, but
It's a different stadium.
yeah, I think Giants money line. I think Giants team total is over 3.5. That is ridiculous. That is so disrespectful to the San Francisco Giants.
Yeah, they're both at 3.5.
Listen to the San Francisco Giants run. 6-15, 6-7, 12-10, 6-1, 3-5.
Yeah, I think I like
They're going
that.
against a pitcher who's known to be struggling this year. Against a team who's been known to struggle this year. And you can't give them over 3.5. What?
Yeah, I like that one.
Wait.
That's a good one right there.
It's just, what? Can we hit the game total over too?
Oh, okay. Hold on. We got that cross-pollination parlay.
Oh.
When you pollinate some NFL with some MLB. Vice
Giants,
versa.
Cards, Marlins, Lamar Jackson, anytime Tutter. That's actually a
I
sick
actually
parlay.
like that.
Giants, Cardinals, Marlins, Lamar Jackson, anytime touchdown plus 1,100. I'm gonna have to lock that in,
I actually love that.
guys. Anyone out there? What is wrong with Giants money line today? What is wrong? With
Yeah,
it?
why
Why is it so good?
Why is it a pick 'em?
Why is it too perfect? What's going on?
Well,
Let me go.
I know the
player-
Potters are fighting for their life here.
Yeah, but the Giants are not far enough ahead to be pumping the brakes right now.
Yeah.
They're 2.5 games clear of the Dodgers. Like, you have to win. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. I'm looking at player versus batter. Maybe that's it. Add Mark Andrews receptions too. God damn, you guys are fucking killing me right now. Dominic Leone does get hit quite often by the Padres. I will say that. Eric Hosmer lays into him. Fernando Tatis has gone against him twice with a dinger. But Yu Darvish doesn't do necessarily overly fantastic against the Giants. He also gets laid into occasionally. I truly don't see how the Giants lose this game. Even if Dominic Leone lets up 2 earned runs, I still think the Giants can come back and win this game.
Yeah, fair enough. I think so too.
It just doesn't make any sense.
I think that, I mean, here's what I'm seeing, and maybe this will help us, because as soon as I hit this game, as soon as you even hit MLB on here, you get this whole little thing. His Padres are 1 game out of the WC. Can they get past the Giants? They're pushing it.
They're pushing
They're
it.
pushing it.
71% of tickets are on the Giants with 89% of money on the Giants, so they are getting stacked. 82% of tickets on the spread with 94% of money. That's why we are not taking -1 or anything like that. We're just going to take the money line and call it there. But that team total over 3.5 seems insanely low. I want to put multiple units on that because it's so low. All right. Whatever. Fine. Fine. I don't see an angle where the Padres win this game. Besides the fact that they hit on Dominic Leone better than they hit on Yu Darvish, but he's only going to go for an inning or two, so. Next game of the day, Eduardo Rodriguez going against Logan Gilbert. Eduardo Rodriguez getting -125 on the road for Boston Red Sox. Logan Gilbert getting +105 at home for the Seattle Mariners. Eduardo Rodriguez, 11-8, 5.15 ERA, 1.39 WHIP, 5.0 average innings pitched with an on-base percentage of .326. Earned run log 6-0, extremely sporadic pitcher. Extremely. He either has it or he doesn't. I think it's very well known right off the rip if he has it or he doesn't. I think this is a really good game to live bet because of this. And this is what I did last time Eduardo Rodriguez was on the mound. Is, like I said, you can either tell very, very early if he's going to be the 6 innings, 0 earned runs pitcher or if he's going to be the 4 innings, 6 earned run pitcher. It's very easy to tell. You can tell his control is there or it's not. If you watch this game and you see Eduardo Rodriguez start to throw the ball everywhere, let up some walks right off the bat, I would be, I'm not going to say hammering Seattle Mariners money line, but Logan Gilbert's a good enough pitcher to get them through this. Earned run log 2.0595234332. Maybe not that great of a pitcher to get them through this. He has had 2 very good last starts. Besides that, he was getting shelled for a couple games. Before that, he was playing a lot better. So, again, another sporadic pitcher. I think this is a game that you just stay away from and you try and live bet. I'm just going to eat my complete sock in every word that I had because I didn't see that the over-under was at 8. Why the fuck is this at 8?
That's fair. That's very low.
That's so low. That is so low. Eduardo Rodriguez just lets up runs every once in a while. He does play well the other times. But Logan Gilbert also lets up runs. I can't figure out why this is at 8. I'm going to put over 8. Over 8. Does anyone know what Lamar Jackson anytime touchdown by itself odds.
I actually have that.
Yeah. I'm very jealous of you guys having Caesars Sportsbook, by the way. I really want Caesars here. But it's not available in Pennsylvania yet.
Isn't it?
Only in New Jersey. It's unfortunate.
It's anytime's minus 115.
Damn. I mean, who else is going to fucking score a touchdown for the Ravens tonight?
Maybe one of their running.
Oh. That was kind of a dick move. I'm not going to. That was really mean.
Eagles are 1-0, baby. Now we start talking some rah-rah.
Wait, Cam and Luke, does that mean you guys are like somewhat Baltimore fans too? Or is that just like you hate the Ravens and you love the football team?
That doesn't.
Or like do you kind of.
It's not a proximity thing. If anything, you hate them more.
I don't know.
You're too close for comfort.
Yeah, maybe. But they're like different
no idea.
conferences.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
I feel like it's kind of the Eagles and the Steelers. Because like no one really gives a fuck at the end of the day. Unless you just have a
Ooh,
weird.
Sammy Watkins. I do like that.
He's still a free agent.
Some
in, like,
people
most fantasy
people used to really hate the Steelers here when they were real good. Now
Yeah.
it's kind of balanced out.
Yeah, I suppose. That makes sense. Yeah, I like the over in the Boston Mariners game today. One of our best friends is a Ravens fan, and he's so damn annoying about it, which makes me low-key hate them, but I like them. Okay. I feel that because
That's actually why I hate the Ravens too. I had this kid in elementary school.
big Ravens fan.
Wore a Flacco jersey like every day. Was like the definition of he's an elite quarterback, and he's like 12.
Did you give him a swirly? It sounds
Bro,
like this
I
kid probably deserved
I
a
took his
swirly.
TI 84 and flushed it down the toilet, and I said, "Good luck with your math test, you dweeb." And then just kidding. I actually we've talked about this on the show before. I actually got beaten in the head with my own shoe that year, so I was not giving anyone swirlies.
Oh, Sean. You can imagine just little Sean getting beat up by a shoe.
I was a cute kid too. Did I tell you it was Tony Hawk shoes? It's Tony Hawk brand.
Yeah, you did
from
tell me
Walmart.
that. Yeah.
From Wally World. Oh,
Boy, that makes a lot of sense.
bro.
All right. Last game.
Dude, that guy could kickflip off of the Empire State Building, so
He probably could.
he made good shoes.
As a pledge task, I had to walk in front of a lecture hall and declare Joe Flacco was not an elite QB. Your frat is weird. That's a weird frat.
Yeah, why would they make you lie in front of everyone like that?
Best one I ever saw on campus was a pledge. Was at the Bell campus Bell Tower, which is like the main focus of our campus, and he had a bag of dum-dums.
Yeah.
Lollipop suckers, yeah. And he had a whole bag, and he had to go around the entire Bell Tower and offer people dum-dums and say, "Don't be a dum-dum. Check your bum-bum. Get a prostate exam." Because he was like out there like encouraging people to get prostate exams, and he was screaming, "Don't be a dum-dum. Check your bum-bum," like while handing out dum-dums to people.
You know?
And it was fucking like, hey, not a bad pledge task because I've heard a lot worse ones.
Yeah.
But also, absolutely, I literally sat out there for like 20 minutes just watching him because it was hysterical.
No, yeah, as far as embarrassing, that one's actually nice. You know, it's a good message. You should get checked.
You should.
Catch it early.
Yeah, don't be a dum-dum.
Don't be a dum-dum.
Check your bum-bum.
And you get a lollipop out of it, and you're a little bit embarrassed because you did say bum-bum to a stranger. But at the end of the day, you might have saved a life.
Yeah. There's something about, like, handing out dum-dums, though, when talking about getting a prostate exam. That's just, like, doesn't make me feel very comfortable. It made me really not want to eat the sucker after.
You should. Yeah, he's got all your offers. He's like, if you want to go behind the library, we can.
We can do it right now.
I can show you right now.
Make sure to bring a dum-dum.
He was a
Mark
real
Andrews
dog.
has gotten 4 more receptions in every game since November 8th of last season, so I'm personally hammering him today. What is Darren Waller at? Because Darren
for
Waller
receptions
should
or
have about
yards? For
84
receptions?
receptions today.
He's at 6.5 plus 110. Mark Andrews is over 4.5 minus 140. It is 4.5.
At what for Mark Andrews?
Minus 140. Little juice,
Oh, that is
but it is 4.5. And then Darren Waller 6.5 plus 110.
Okay. So a plus 110 for Darren Waller at 6.5?
Oh yeah.
That's not bad at all. I would be looking into that. Darren Waller is
Waller's
a target
a baller.
machine.
Darren Baller.
Yeah. Anyways, last MLB game, and then we'll get into it. Zach Gallen on the mound for the Arizona Diamondbacks at plus 235, going against Clayton Kershaw of the Dodgers at minus 290. It's Clayton Kershaw. Zach Gallen is not overly impressive. He's 2-9 with a 4.32 ERA, on base percentage of 311. Earned run log 3.300453.271. So occasionally he has some stuff. That was against Philly in Colorado, so it's actually kind of impressive. Strikeouts are actually pretty high. He's good strikeouts. What is his strikeout? What is Zach Gallen's strikeouts at? Pan on over. Clayton Kershaw is 9-7, 3.39 ERA with a under a 1 WHIP at a .98. Average innings pitched 6. On base percentage 254. Earned run log 3.132055.125. So actually not as good as you'd think Clayton Kershaw should be pitching right now. Strikeouts very high. In his last 3, however, he's gone 3.13.7. What's Zach Gallen's strikeouts at?
It's over 5.5 at minus 125.
Let me check that real quick. He's hit over 5.5 a lot.
Yeah.
Like a lot.
Several times.
And the Dodgers are not necessarily a strict strikeout team. They're probably middle of the pack. Yeah, they're 15th. I don't think I'm going to do it, but I kind of want to. Minus
125.
Is Clayton really at over 4.5?
That seems a little low, doesn't
That
it?
seems insanely low. Why is Clayton Kershaw at only 4.5? Am I missing something here? D-back strikeout, 24th most in the league. Over 4.5 at minus 105 for Clayton Kershaw strikeouts. He'll be on a pitch count. Thank you. That's what I figured. That's what I was waiting for. I saw the 4 innings from last game, and I was a little confused. That makes sense, though. Anyways, I don't think I have a play for that game besides the Dodgers should obviously win that. I don't think he goes past 3 or 4 innings. Okay. I think the Dodgers obviously win that game, but that juice is just way too high to be paying for it. I'm sure you could get D-backs probably like plus 4.5 at the same odds that you could get Dodgers money line. So take with that what you want to do with it. That's it for MLB. Let's get into the WNBA game today, unless you have something on that last game.
Nah.
Okay.
I'm saving room.
Okay. Let's get into the WNBA game
It's
today.
like when you have to have a little meal before you go somewhere that you know is gonna have really, really good food.
Yeah.
You basically want to starve yourself, but
I
gotta be awake.
You gotta make sure you're not hangry or anything like that. by the time you
Can't
get there.
ruin the event.
Yeah. Looks like we have Las Vegas Aces today at 3 o'clock. Remember, this WNBA is coming early today. I don't know why, but fuck it. We finally have WNBA on a Monday. I'll take it. Yeah. Las Vegas Aces getting minus 10.5 on the Dallas Wings at home today. I want to see if there's an injury because I have a feeling there is. Looks like Isabel Harrison is out. She is a pretty damn good player for the Dallas Wings, averaging 10 points a game, 6 rebounds a game, another assist, another steal, another block. Her last 5 games, she was having 15, 22, 21, 18, and 11 points across like 33 minutes. So becoming more of a factor in this lineup. And then she got hurt, which is too bad. Looks like Liz Cambage is still out for the Aces, which does hurt them slightly, but not as big of a factor as Isabel Harrison. And then Angel McCoughtry. I don't know how to say that name, actually. Still questionable. She hasn't played like any games this year, and she's been questionable for every single game, and I don't understand how. I am really not sure what to do on this one. The total is at 164.5, which I do want to play the over on very, very, very badly. Both these teams are known for playing very high-paced offenses.
Yeah.
Very not high-paced defense. But 164.5 is a high line. That's 80 to 85. I'm just going to look at their games recently. The Wings have just not been playing well. They beat New York by 1. They got smoked by Connecticut Sun, which seems like everyone is now. Atlanta Dream, they lost by 5. The game before that, they beat the Dream by 4. They lost the Mystics by 1, beat the Mystics by 5, lost to the Fever, beat Chicago, lost Connecticut. Vegas Aces have won just about every game since the break except for against the Chicago Sky, which they lost by 8 after beating them by 7, and then they lost to the Connecticut Sun, who everyone else has been losing to. However, they have not been covering the spread. 4-4 against the spread since the break. 10.5 kind of feels high. It feels like a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot. I don't know. I'm not looking around halves and stuff. And the one thing I saw, both these teams kind of stink in the first half.
Really?
Yeah, Dallas is actually the least efficient team in the first half. Lower than the Sparks, lower than the Fever.
Wow.
Lower than all of them.
Wow.
And the Aces actually fall to 6, which it's not terrible. It's right about in the middle, but they're through the entire games, they're third, right behind the Sun and the Mercury.
Yeah.
Since the break as well.
Since the break.
But you bring that to just the first half, and they go all the way down to 6. So if I'm gonna try to be super sneaky betting man and try to find that one little thing, maybe a first half under.
Well, that's what Braxton just put up there.
Wow, could not have timed that better.
First half under might be the move. Also, I will say, and I normally don't take into account home and away factors for the WNBA just because I have not seen. I've seen teams that are better on the road. I've seen teams that are better at home.
Yeah.
I've seen teams that start slow at home but then come back. I've seen teams that are hot at home but then let their foot out. I just don't see a lot. However, Las Vegas Aces are one of those teams where when they're at home, things just go better for them.
Yeah.
Beat the Lynx by 21 at home. Played Chicago at Chicago, lost by 8. Played Chicago right before that at home, won by 7. Only beat the Fever by 16 on the road. Beat the Atlanta Dream only by 7 on the road. Lost to the Connecticut Sun on the road. Then they play the Mystics at home, beat them. Have a good performance against Dallas on the road. I just think they're kind of more of a home team. I am just not sure what to do with this game. Las Vegas Aces line is very high. Very, very high at 87.5. But it makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm going to say full game over.
Interesting.
I'm going to say full game over. I still like that first half under. I don't trust it. You know what? I might just not enough play for this game. I might not. I might fade the WNBA 2 days in a row.
Wow.
Thank God I faded the WNBA yesterday, by the way, because the Seattle Storm got flattened, ran over, stomped on, shit on by the LA Sparks yesterday. Absolutely
Who would have seen that coming?
killed them. I'm so glad I stayed away. That would have been a tough one to swallow. I'm just not sure what to do. I'm gonna have to read. If you're listening to the show later on in the next 3 hours, do not take anything I just said. We will figure out what to take in this game. I need to do. Yeah, Storm got fucking shit on.
Or you can take that first half under, baby.
Or the first half under.
Oh.
Honestly, that might be it. I might just be out of ideas on this one, and we're just rolling with that. What is it under? What's the first half under?
82.
82.
It's a lot of points.
First half under 82.
41s.
41s.
It's a lot of points.
There's a lot of points. No, I think that might be just have to be our bet. The analytics say so that might be just what we go with.
Yeah.
That is the only WNBA game today. Remember, that is at 3 o'clock, so we can't wait a long time before we get that line out. Last game of the day. It is NFL Monday Night Football tonight. The first one of the year. Be excited. Which the matchup was a little bit better, but hey, you get what you get.
You don't get upset.
Yes. Well, that's all right. Fine. Not quite where I was going with that, but Ravens at -4 on DraftKings and FanDuel.
Yeah.
Getting 56% of tickets, 70% of money, so not a huge stack. The money line is getting, I don't know if it really matters, but 64% of tickets for the Ravens, 70% of money. So people are obviously thinking the Ravens are going to win. I think that's smart. By the way,
I disagree.
11-4 underdogs yesterday. 11-4.
Well, I guess we know how that's going to go.
I don't think the Raiders are a bad play tonight. Considering the shape that they just lost their top corner.
Yep.
They don't have a running back that's used to the system.
Not at all.
They have a lot of running backs still, but I think Lamar Jackson anytime touchdown is beautiful. I can't imagine he doesn't get one today. Other than that, I don't trust the Baltimore Ravens here at all.
No, me neither.
Las Vegas, home opener in Vegas. Man, and I was already low, like not low on the Ravens, but skeptical of the Ravens coming into the season. I don't know how all their pieces are going to work together and everything they got going on there. But let's jump into some props, huh? What do we got for props tonight? What's our quarterbacks
So
at?
props, I don't know about props, but listen, this is the things I've written down so far.
Okay.
I like them all a lot. I like the Raiders +4. I think the Raiders, even in years past, but they haven't been great.
Bless you.
Oh no. Oh God, she's right there. Get out of my nose! Oh God,
It's
you
not
just
coming.
witness the under. The Raider. This sucks. That's just the worst thing that could have possibly happened.
Yeah, that's never fun.
The Raiders are. They haven't been great, obviously. I think they've been kind of under expectations with the coaching, with Derek Carr, all that kind of stuff. Haven't been really up to expectations, but they win a lot of games that they shouldn't win.
This is true.
All the time, and they stick close.
This is also true.
They're just disappointing. So I think a lot of people have negative feelings towards them because they do just constantly disappoint. But they haven't been that bad. I think coming into this year, they're actually poised to look decent.
Yeah.
And I think 4 is a lot against the Ravens. Also, for some reason, I'm just feeling this trend of quarterbacks who have been like pretty okay in the past and maybe have had some, are they the guy? Are they not the guy? They've all been the ones looking good. They've all been looking real good this year.
You're not wrong.
And I'm just I don't know. That's the feel I'm getting. I like the under. I don't think the Ravens are in a position. If they do win this game, it'll be because it's a defensive battle and they have a better D. I feel like this is kind of like a 17-21 type event, more so than a 25-25. So I like the under 50.5.
I'm going to say that I just made the greatest same game parlay ever at +900, and I don't understand why it's +900 because I'm looking at these and they're all extremely possible.
Yeah.
Under 27.5 points by the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah, I really like.
I see
their
them
team
at
under.
most getting 27.
Oh, well, that's perfect.
Three
for you,
touchdowns,
isn't it?
2 field goals. Yeah. Lamar Jackson anytime touchdown, which on my book is -195, so it kind of sucks.
Wow.
And Darren Waller anytime touchdown. Darren Waller, Lamar Jackson, and under 27 points by the Baltimore Ravens is +900. I don't want to say that's a lock at +900, but that feels pretty fucking good at +900.
Yeah.
I don't know where that misses. I'm actually going to put an okay amount of money on that.
All right. Well, do you want to know an easier way to get +900?
Yep.
900?
Yes, I do.
Just a tie in the first half, which I love. I love tie first half bet.
What is it?
+900.
Holy shit.
So I always like doing a nice first half and then a nice first half full game, because obviously you don't always win them. They're kind of weird bets, but I feel like I win more of those than I should.
Yeah,
for
I feel
the
like
odds
you do.
that they're
I
at.
feel like
And I think you can kind of easily if you really think about it a bit. So I like
your
the
brain.
Ravens first half Raiders to win the game at +800, and then in case the first half's a tie, I like that for the +900.
Okay. Now you're making some sense.
So that's something.
Now you're making some
and
sense.
that first half tie is just first half tie. That is nothing full game. That is just for the first half to end 7-7, 10-10, 0-0.
You're making a lot of sense.
14-14.
You're saying a lot of things that my brain is like, okay,
He likey.
I like you.
I have smooth brain.
Very nice. I like.
Now for some TUD scorers. I don't know if you know. I'm not a big TUD scorer guy.
No, I've
scares
noticed
me.
that. I've noticed
It
that.
scares
You're
me.
not a big, and for good reason. Touchdown scores are a tough thing. What is your Lamar Jackson at?
My Lamar Jackson's a lot better than -190. It's minus 115 on here.
I was gonna say because I want to put in VIP Lamar Jackson anytime touchdown score, but I'm certainly not gonna do it at -195.
No, that's way too many.
All right, so then we're taking your ticket. Good.
Yeah, we'll save that.
Fantasy life. Rashad Penny suffered a calf injury on Sunday, but I'm told it's not considered.
We're gay.
It's considered minor. Taylor Heineke is starting at QB for the Washington football team on Thursday night versus the Giants. No determination on IR yet for Ryan Fitzpatrick. Yeah, okay. Also, if you do not have the app Fantasy Life and you do not have your notifications on for NFL, you are being a dummy. Fantasy Life app have your notifications on for NFL. It is literally the quick. Literally, a guy will go down in a game, and within 4 seconds, there's an alert on my phone that this guy's down and like what injury they expected. It's just the greatest app ever for fantasy football and just betting in general. I use it more for betting, honestly, than I do fantasy football. Very, very good app. Tells you all the signings, all the injuries, all the cuts, all the trades, all the everything. Love that app. Favorite app.
Yeah. Oh. Now, I know I just said I don't like touchdown one, but I do like one this time.
What do you got?
Latavius Murray.
Ah, that's a good one.
Anytime Totter.
That's a good
Plus
fucking
250.
Pick. That's a good fucking pick. I love that pick.
Who else is going to get it?
I think Darren Waller at plus money is ridiculous. I truly don't
that is a nice one.
He's an absolute touchdown magnet, reception magnet, any type of magnet you can think of. That is Darren Waller. He is fucking incredible, and he's by far their biggest weapon on offense, I think. I don't think Henry Ruggs really. Hunter Renfrow is a good one, a good sleeper pick, because I think he will be better than what he's been in the past, and not that he's even been that bad in the past.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Darren Waller plus money is just beautiful. Combined with Lamar Jackson, even if you just want to leave those two as it is, it's still a pretty decent parlay.
It is. Truly is.
No QB props tonight?
No, that's what I'm going to make sure of.
right.
I just saw something that piqued my interest, and I don't want to get fooled.
Okay.
Is the thing.
Because I think Lamar Jackson's at like 206.
Yes, but that's...
Derek is at 265.
Yes. Derek, I don't like touching. He's just either a 190 or like a 390.
Yep, I would agree.
I don't like to touch him.
Hunter Renfrow is pre-pubescent Cole Beasley. That's
fair enough.
That's fair.
But maybe one day his balls drop and he just becomes Cole Beasley too.
Cole Beasley 2.0.
Yeah, the
The
sequel.
vaccinated version.
Oh, more powerful. He has the AI chip in his head.
He's got the Bluetooth and the Wi-Fi.
He's got laser beam eyes. But yeah. Regardless, I think if I'm going to do anything with Lamar, it might be that pass and rush yards at 289.5.
Yeah.
Especially with no running back in the backfield.
He should run for so much today.
He might be moving quite a bit.
He should run for a lot of yards today. I can't imagine that he doesn't. I don't know why he wouldn't. Again, that anytime touchdown score, depending on your book, because I don't like any touchdown score like below -130. I don't touch.
Yeah.
Like Derrick Henry yesterday was coming at like -270 or some shit.
Right. Scary.
And he didn't score.
Not good enough.
I'd say -130 is about the lowest threshold you should go. But on DraftKings, it sounds like anytime touchdown from Lamar is -115.
Yeah, you should just take
my
it
book
there
is one
then.
is -190, so I'd be hitting Lamar Jackson anytime touchdown pretty hard tonight. And again, Darren Waller, Lamar Jackson, and under 27.5 points from the Baltimore Ravens is +900, which, not gonna lie, one of my favorite +900s I've ever made. That's there's a lot of angles which that works in, and not a lot of angles in which that loses in at +900 at least.
Yeah. For
the odds it's given me. Tyson Williams expected to get bulk of carries due with that. Yeah, that's what I kind of figured. Considering that was their one guy who's the only one that still is one of the original running backs that doesn't have a torn Achilles or torn ACL. Is Ravens defense going to be an issue with all the injuries? Sorry, I'm late to the stream. That was already covered. No.
It is.
Never late to the stream, by the way. Never ever late.
That's why it's live, baby.
Yeah, that's why we're live. Come in when you want. Ravens
I'm
defense
scared.
going to be an issue. I mean, Marcus Peters is that alone. If that's the
That's
only
huge.
injury on your defense, that is a bone-crushing injury to your defense. That guy is fucking incredible. I don't care what you have to say about if you think he's an elite corner or not. He is incredible and stops a lot of good people from doing bad things to his team.
Yeah.
Defense will definitely be a question. They lost some player. I'm not sure. I'm not super educated on all the players that they've lost at this point because it's just been
It's
so
been a
fucking
lot.
many.
It's been quite a few.
Peters and Jimmy Smith are both out. Okay, that's the other starting corner. Yeah, I wasn't sure. Like I said, it's been a lot to follow with the Ravens and all their injuries right now. It feels like a new person's down every day or a new person downgraded to questionable every day. I would be worried about the Ravens defense, and this is why I think that the Ravens getting -4 without their top corner and possibly their number 2 corner, their top 3 running backs, they really didn't help Lamar at wide receiver. They signed Mark Andrews to an extension, but so he's got Mark Andrews, his legs, and Tyson behind him. With, I know he's got some wide receivers out there, but like let's be honest, they're not anything special. I think the Ravens could really, really struggle tonight, and the Las Vegas Raiders being mostly healthy. It sounds like Josh Jacobs is sick, which I think might actually help them because I don't see Josh Jacobs being.
I don't like him.
That he's not that great of a running back. I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't see the Ravens playing very well tonight. Now, could they win this game? Absolutely, because I see a scenario where the Las Vegas Raiders play even worse than they do because it is the Las Vegas Raiders and they're known for doing this kind of shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't see I just don't see this being a very good game tonight, to be totally honest. Ravens money line is the last leg of my parlay, so I'm praying. What is your parlay? Because that might be worth a hedge, especially when the Raiders are getting +170 tonight. Depending on your odds and how much you put on it, but you might want to look at a hedge on that one. Wonder what Kenyon Drake props are at. That's an interesting question. Because I bet they're very low. Is Josh Jacobs, like, do we know what's going on? I just saw him get downgraded to questionable yesterday because he's sick. Has there been any new news about that? I haven't checked this morning. I haven't seen any alerts come up about him. But I would really like to know what's going on with him.
I just saw one like crazy. I'm trying to put a little parlay together.
Yeah.
I just added look what happens if you add Darren Waller over 5 receptions to my +575.
Wait. Hang on. Do that again. For those who cannot see the screen,
Which is everyone
which
except
is everyone,
us.
Sean just has a 4 pick +575 parlay.
And it's money, I'm going to tell you later.
And it's money. And then he adds Darren Waller +5 receptions. And it goes to a 5 pick 520. It gives him worse odds with Darren Waller getting 5+ receptions.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I guess
It's
we don't.
$16 to win 300, so I think hedging is a good idea. I mean, hey, if you want $300, I say let it ride, but if you want close to 150, regardless of what happens tonight, I think that hedging this is probably pretty good. Let's see, 16 to win 300. If you hedge it at +170, you put 50 on it, and if it hits the one way, you win 16, 50, 66, 234, and the other way you win like one. I'd put probably like 75 on that actually. 75, anywhere from 75 to 100 is what I'd hedge that with. If you want like an equal payout on both. If you want to just cover your losses, I'd go much less than that. But I think hedging might be the right thing on that. To $16 to win 300 is a pretty fucking sick parlay, and $16 even to win 150 is pretty solid. So, yeah, I think that's definitely worth a hedge. Yeah, I don't know what else we got tonight. If the Ravens score first, maybe I get a better live line. That is also true. That is also very true. I don't know. Hedging is a very, I'm not going to say controversial topic, but I see a lot of people not hedging things that I'm like, you should have at least hedged to get your money back. If you don't want to pay the full price, I understand that because you put in the parlay, you've sweated the parlay, you want to get the full results of the parlay. Totally understand that. But not hedging at least your losses if it does miss seems kind of silly. Like you should at least be hedging like a $16, you know what I mean? What is this parlay?
It's very special. I actually
It's
like
pretty
it
special.
quite a bit.
Yeah.
This is a 7-leg, but 7 rather easy legs.
Okay.
I just a lot of things bought down. Player props bought down. Game
Yeah.
stuff bought down.
Okay.
Plus 800 on a 7 pick. Raiders plus 10.5.
Solid.
Under 57.5.
Very solid.
Derek Carr over 254. Went back, look at his game log from last year. I don't even think I gave him enough credit.
Really?
Yeah, 239, 284, 261, 311, 347, 284. Then we had this 111 guy against Cleveland. Oh, no. And that started this really ugly streak. But then back out of 275, 215, 381, 316, 53, got hurt. Then 336, 371 to end the year.
Wow.
Dude's on a tear. I think Baltimore's D is so beat up that if it becomes like a 150-yard game,
Yeah.
then I will just never bet on Derek Carr again.
That's fair.
But until then, he's in there at 254. Over 59.5 rushing yards from Lamar Jackson. He does that.
He does that.
He does that. Don't you worry. And then over 1.5 Raiders touchdowns, over 1.5 Ravens touchdowns.
Sorry, say that last part again.
Over 1.5 touchdowns by the Raiders, over 1.5 touchdowns by the Ravens.
And that's
Or
what? Plus what?
plus 800.
That's pretty
For
good.
those
are
7
all,
guys.
Like, very, very.
Oh, and Darren Waller 7 receptions.
Okay.
But that's also right in that.
That's hey, you could get that. Interesting. That's not bad at all. I'm still just gonna say this one more time because it's plus 900 and I don't understand why. Darren Waller anytime touchdown. Lamar Jackson anytime touchdown. Under 27.5 points from the Baltimore Ravens plus 900. I really like that parlay. I'm not gonna lie. I think that's really solid. I keep looking for other things to add to it. And I'm like, no, it makes the parlay not realistic anymore.
Yeah.
Like it just makes it not like that 3-person parlay right there is very, very realistic at plus 900. And anytime I add to it, it goes like plus 2,000. But then it's like, well, now it's a half a lottery ticket. Hunter Renfrow is at 35.5 receiving yards. Kind of want to play over on that. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie to you. I think I need to stop looking at props for this game. Otherwise, I'm gonna bet too many of them and then
Just
make
make it
things-
impossible
and
to
make
actually
just
win any
absolutely
money.
Impossible to win anything. So I just need to stop because I really like that plus 900, and I'm staying with it. I'm locking it in. I really like it. Oh, you're locking that one in too.
I'm
huh?
just writing it down so I remember.
Yeah, that's true. Anyone have a prop tonight? An underground prop. We need to hear it. If there's something that you're feeling very confident about, I want to hear it in the chat right now before we get out of here. We got about 5 minutes left on the show. Any props, underground, any bets today, underground, that maybe we missed in MLB that we should be talking about, home run props, game props for Monday Night Football. Let me hear it. What are you on? What are we missing? What do we need to be looking out for? We can't get them all. So what are we missing? I'm going to look at home run props real quick. Looks like Juan Soto is very good against Sandy Alcantara. That might be a Hunter Renfrow tug at plus 380. Okay. I do like that. I think Hunter Renfrow is better than what he gets credit for. He was supposed to be pretty damn good last season, and not that he wasn't overly good, but kind of. I've said what I said. If Mark Andrews doesn't get at least 4 receptions, I'm shocking in a 4 loco. I will hold you to that, by the way. If Mark Andrews doesn't get 4, I will gladly watch Cam do a shotgun.
I will gladly watch it as well.
This is I hope you know that is on a live show, and you will get screenshotted. And
Oh,
there it is.
hey,
That's what I like.
that's impressive. Hey,
Yeah, I am not throwing.
that will be inspirational.
I do a lot of shotgun stupid shit on live videos and things, but
Once in a while.
the day I do a shotgun and 4 loco that's the day that
You're
something
gonna have
went
to
real
end that
bad.
stream pretty
Something went
soon afterwards.
real
You're gonna have
bad
to
if
end
I'm
that
shotgunning a 4 loco.
quickly.
That would have to I would have to lose a bet to like Braxton or something to justify me doing a 4 loco. You know what's funny?
What's
The
that?
word 4 loco has 4 in it, and I'm 4-0 against Braxton in shotgun bets.
Oh, he's gone loco.
How does a pentagon shock a local? That is a good question. Fernando Tatis Jr. could go yard today. Could have a very good chance of going yard today. Mookie Betts also has a good chance of going yard. Ooh. Christian Walker. There it is against Clayton. 19 at bats, 7 hits, 4 dingers, 7 ribbies. Christian Walker's my guy today.
Pentagon.
Christian Walker. What is that? Oh.
It's the Pentagon. Wait. Oh.
By the tip.
You know what's interesting?
Wow. This chat is wild.
I'm on Google Images for Pentagon cartoon. Hate to bring it off topic, but I don't hate to. And I noticed that most of these little Pentagon characters are all the same shade of blue, and they're both they're all like he's like, hey, he's a little bit Italian. This guy's just like classic thumbs up. This guy's like classic thumbs up, but if he's a bit of a nerd. And then you got some different guys. He's cute. He's having fun. A little creepy.
Which one do you think is Cam? Let's pick Cam.
I'm just a little.
Cam was a
Look at
Pentagon.
all these blue Pentagons with smaller blue Pentagons. You think they're owned by the same?
Wait. No. Go back to yellow. No, that's blue. Also blue.
That's that already happened, Aaron.
Sorry. Yellow one.
The little.
If Cam is a Pentagon, that is what I picture Cam.
That's like you as a Pentagon.
That is me as a Pentagon.
You're like
Definitely not the stupid with glasses, or the squid with glasses. Oh, okay.
What about the? He's like, this is a Pentagon.
That's Braxton. If I've ever seen Braxton before.
It's the Pentagon next to a pig out in the dang field.
Stephanie didn't comment for like an hour and then came back just to say that's what she said. That's
Respect.
off the top rope kind of thing, just out of nowhere.
Look, see this Pentagon. He does all sorts of things. He's a chef. He's an artist. Is this air traffic control? He's like, hey, you cleared the land, and this one. He's like holding up something. Look, he's cleared the land, and now he's on a boat. Who is this little character? Ooh. Right when you thought he was being good, he's actually being bad.
I'm still putting Juan Soto. By the way, I am
waving the
jersey.
white flag.
I am wearing the Soto jersey. And most times when I
Now he's a
wear the
cop.
jersey, I'm not gonna lie, he does really, really well. Really well.
He's like, oui, you are clear to land on runway number 14. Oui, the baguette's on the plane. Or something. I feel like it's a terrible French accent.
I'm also kind of upset.
He's clever.
Kind of upset because my Tennessee Titans to win the Super Bowl bet cash out yesterday was $9.50 because I bet $10 on it. Now it's $6.85.
Ouchie.
Doesn't feel good, but I'm gonna get him. Titans is Super Bowl. That'd be sick if I hit that.
Little Patrick Ricard. Anytime.
You know, I'm gonna sprinkle on a little Patrick Ricard anytime TD. Oh, it's a long shot, but with injuries, you never know. No, and I fully expect there to be touchdown, or at least 1 or 2 touchdowns tonight from people that we do not expect coming. There are a lot of different people in this game that can get unexpected touchdowns, and yes, Patrick's one of them. Hunter Renfrow is one of them. Ravens, yeah, absolutely. He's probably one of the few guys who's been on that roster in the backfield the whole time. If they don't use him, I would. Do we think the underdogs trend continues next week? I hope you guys all know that me and Sean made a video on Friday.
Yeah, wait. Oh, this is actually going to be pretty sick.
The start of a video on Friday where one of us took all underdogs and one of us took all favorites. And we'll add up the totals after it's all done and said with, but I took all underdogs and honestly think profited pretty damn well.
Yeah. And it was just a coin flip, all right?
It was just a coin flip. Yeah. Of who got underdogs, who got favorites.
Nobody wants the favorites.
I don't think the underdog trend continues in the way that we saw it, but I fully expect underdogs to go 500 next week.
Yeah.
I don't think they take 11 of the 11-5 they went yesterday, or 11-4, whatever it was. I don't think that we see that again, but I absolutely do believe that they could get 500 of the games, or maybe one less than that. Maybe they go 7-9 next week, or whatever the number is. And at that point, it's still worth it to be betting all the underdogs.
Yeah, I mean,
The Lions are gonna come with a vengeance next week, though. Just so everyone knows, the Lions.
they're gonna be ugly.
8 dogs won outright. I think it was more than 8 dogs won outright, wasn't it? I almost think it was more than 8. Panthers won, so no. Houston, Lions, Cardinals, Steelers, Bengals, Giants lost, yeah. No.
Getting a phone call.
Chargers. I wonder if it's a spam. Saints.
Hello.
We have been trying.
Extended warranty. You should have received a notice in the mail about your car's extended warranty eligibility. Since we have not gotten a response, we are giving you a final courtesy call before we close out.
Yeah, I doubt it's a final.
To be removed and placed on our do not call list. To speak to
Leave
someone-
me alone. My car does not have an extended warranty. I'll tell you that.
Has anyone ever had an extended warranty on their car?
I feel like you need to.
Is that actually a
I
thing?
think you need a new car.
Is that actually a
probably.
thing? Eagles were underdogs too. Yes.
Sorry, I got it.
Dolphins. So that's 9 right there that I counted. Texans, yeah, got that one. So hang on, let me run through this again. Texans, Cards, Steelers, Bengals, Chargers, Saints, Eagles, Dolphins. So yeah, it was 8. 8 dogs won outright, and I think a lot more dogs
11
covered.
or something.
Yeah, 11. So that must have been the 11 that I saw was the cover. Yeah. But if you get underdogs at 500, that's
That's
a
a
lot of
winning
money.
bet.
That's a lot of money coming back your way because every single one of those bets plus money. But with that, I think we got to get out of here.
Yeah, I think that'll be the show there.
That'll be the show there. Crazy comeback cover by the Lions was nuts. Can't believe they fumbled that. It was so close. It was so close to looking good.
I refuse to hear any more slander on Jared Goff. I refuse to hear any more slander on the Detroit Lions. They wanted that game more than anything in the world, and they could have had it. They could have really, really had it. They did not necessarily win the game. This might be a lot of hype for a team to lose a game by 8 points. However, that's one possession. That's one score. Come on.
Only need 13 more interceptions for my Jared Goff future to hit.
Isaac, it'll never hit. I'm
Not gonna hit.
He was never throwing another pick for the rest of the year.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Hey, great performance by Jared Goff, though, I'm not gonna lie. I was very impressed.
I was so, dude. I was so sad when that game when he was down like 28. I was so ready to just get railed today, and I was accepting it. I was like, yeah, maybe he'll have a better week. Yeah, insane. Crazy how many players, we talked about this earlier, just how much quarterback action there was.
So
I know
many
we've
passes
been in
from
like the
some
new
people.
pass happy NFL for a while, but this might be
That was ridiculous.
another level.
Yeah. I remember a time where, like, multiple, like, not like 2 quarterbacks, but multiple quarterbacks threw for over 50 passing attempts in the same week.
And not in overtime.
Yeah, and not in overtime.
It was just
And not even teams that were necessarily getting blown the fuck out.
No, it
It was Tom, Dak, T-Law, who was getting blown out, Jared, who was getting blown out.
Yeah.
Who else threw for 50? Someone else did, right? I forget.
there was a lot of 49s.
Yeah.
It was very, very interesting.
Anyways, that is the show for today. If you missed part of it, go back, listen to some bets.
Do you want to talk some rah-rah?
Yeah.
Oh wait, it won't be on this one.
Oh yeah.
Let's talk some rah-rah.
Yeah. Let's talk some rah-rah because one, Luke's team got shit on by my team in fantasy football this week in the Fellas League. And it looks like Shauna might have manhandled Isaac a little bit there.
Listen, man.
Just a little bit.
It's just because Harmonica rat.
Shout out to Stephanie for having a baller ass team.
Yeah.
Shout out to Cam for having a baller ass team. His team looks quite good as well.
Maybe we should keep we put up a standings thing every week. Come in. Tough start for the boys.
I don't know if Luke's team was necessarily trying or
Yeah, they were all.
going, I don't know if he's trying, if he's tanking to try and get a better draft pick for next season. I'm not sure what his mentality was for this game, but holy shit, he struggled this week. Hey, it's only a bad bench if Stephanie would have lost, but Stephanie's team did not lose. Basically, the week went how I kind of saw it. Sean's team did pretty well. Braxton's team did pretty well. Stephanie's team surprised me a little bit. Didn't see the. Tyreek Hill. Holy hell!
Yeah,
what a fucking beast. Cam's team did pretty well, and honestly, at the end of the day, I just expected more out of Luke. I saw the team.
Oh.
I saw him talking a lot of rah-rah in that fantasy draft.
Oh.
And I was just really, really underwhelmed by his performance this week. Played terrible defense, let my team score way too many points.
Yeah, that's terrible.
And his offense just wasn't there. Yeah, Stephanie, I don't want you to talk about Corey Davis anymore because I have him in all my other fantasy leagues and for a reason, and then you stole him in like the 4th round, and I'm pretty pissed off about it. Not gonna lie.
I got one thing to say.
Luke, I would just appreciate a better attempt for whoever you play against next week. There's Luke. The Harmonica Rats did get...
I got one thing to say!
Harmonica Rats did have a great week this week.
Can we hear that one more time, Harmonica Rat?
Nice. That is the official mascot of Sean's team.
Let's go!
I think that's a pretty tough one to lose against. But,
You'll be hearing the victory song every week. Bam bam ticka ticka bang bang ticka ding ding ticka ticka ding. Ding ding ticka ding ding.
Yeah, Raheem Mostert going down hurt a lot of people. Jerry Jeudy going down hurt a lot of people.
Yeah. He should be all right though.
That one hurt me. He was playing so good before that too. And that was one of my people this year that I was like, he's going to have a great. Hey, all I know is Eric, Luke, I'm gonna need a little bit more English out of you. Hey, all I know is Eric, you better. This is a money league. And just slightly more English. We can make it a money league. I don't know if people want to after seeing week 1 results. We could always just say, hey, you have to pay $20 to the winner. Luke, I don't think... Luke, if there's one person who probably doesn't want this to be a money league, I would say it's probably your team. After seeing the destruction of week 1, your defense just truly let my team walk all over you. Scored a lot of points this week. But hey.
Oh, I'm against Team Potts next week. I'll respect my elders. I won't say anything.
Oh, you might as well go 2-0 right now. Stephanie versus Luke next week. Luke's 0-2. So fast. But hey, if you'd like to pay $20 to the winner, Luke, be my guest. We can figure that out. If you guys truly do want to play for money, we can.
That'd be fun.
I don't feel like collecting money, but if we want to pay the winner, I'm totally down with that. Because I hate collecting money. Anyways, now that we got that out of the way. Also, Potts' team sucks, as I called. Thank you. Those running backs are dog shit.
Never starting Matt Ryan again.
Ooh, Brax versus Isaac next week. That'll be a good one. That'll be a good one. Who am I playing? I don't even know. ESPN Fantasy Football. I'm probably playing some scrub. I feel bad if I'm playing someone that I kind of like. Big bounce back week. Yeah, hey. Those are week 1 jitters really get to some people. I'm not gonna lie. They
If I can get 30 points out of Mark Andrews tonight.
Oh, me versus Jason. Let's fucking go. Jason, your ass is mine.
Ass is grass.
Your ass is grass.
And I'm gonna mow it.
My team is so good. God, so good.
Dude.
Look out for Minnesota boy, because he is coming with a vengeance. He's taking this lead by storm. Chris Carson, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, C-Mac, Joe Mixon. Deontay Johnson got a touchdown yesterday. CeeDee Lamb looks great. Kyle Pitts definitely underperformed. Was really pissed off about that one, actually. Cortland Sutton with Jerry Jeudy now out. Oh, my God. Michael Carter on the bench. Oh. I feel bad for the league.
I say if I get 30 points from Mark Andrews, I'm 4-0 this week.
Wow. That's pretty impressive.
But that probably won't happen.
I'll be 2-1 because Sean beat me in our household one. It was all gas, no brakes. That is Rondo. That is Ronaldo. He's a day one fella.
He's all gas, no brakes.
But he is a big Jets fan, which is why he has Jets all over his team. Got to sit there and let Isaac eat me alive with Travis. Yeah, that's going to be a tough one. That's tough. There's nothing worse than either being in a fantasy league and going against a player that you really like someone on your team, or being in multiple fantasy leagues and in one going against your own player in another league. That is the fucking worst.
It doesn't really work like that sometimes.
Yeah. All right, fellas, we're out of here. It is 12:30.
Woo!
Have a good one. Win some money today. We got MLB, WNBA, and NFL tonight. Remember, plus 900, Lamar Jackson touchdown. Darren Waller touchdown. Ravens under 27.5 points. I think it's pretty solid. I'm liking it.
Pretty nice.
A 3-team plus 900 or the same game parlay.
Another sub today.
Another sub today.
Shout out 112.
112. Holy shit. You are all wow. Let's get it. T. Barlow, thanks for sticking around. Oh, I mean, T. Barlow, year-long subscription.
Woo!
Thank you, T. Barlow. We appreciate you. Thank you for keeping us going. Thank you for being here. Thank you for replaying the videos. Looks like you might even be logged on today during the live show. Appreciate it.
We'll get him a shirt.
Oh, yeah. We owe him a couple shirts.
2 shirts.
We owe him a couple shirts.
3 shirts.
We need to get those sent out, actually. I totally forgot about that. Thank you for the reminder. Anyways, fellas, that is it for today. 3 sports today.
Isn't that
Go
great?
enjoy it. WNBA starts in 2.5 hours.
Diversity.
Early game. Love it. Twins Yanks starts in about just under 2 hours. We do have a play for that, the under 10. Get ready for that game. And enjoy Monday Night Football. Let's fucking go. Full swing, full-fledged NFL. It's here. The Harmonica Rats are feeling themselves after a great week of fantasy. All right, fellas. Get the hell out of here. Go do something productive with your day besides watching our 2 stooges' asses doing this.
It's such a tiny harmonica.
We'll see you tomorrow, 10 o'clock sharp, as always. I feel like being a menace on Twitter today, so expect that one coming. I'm just going to be a little... He's
going to be a bit of a problem.
Yeah, I'm going to be a bit of a nuisance today on Twitter. I feel like it. But
That's good. I'll be at work and my phone will just be going. So, yeah, all night.
Thank you for tuning in, fellas. We'll see you tomorrow. Enjoy the night. Make some money. Post your winning tickets.
Hey, we got Monday Night Football, baby.
And it's Monday Night Football.
We got
Enjoy
Monday Night Football, baby.
Enjoy
Let's
it.
go.
Have a good one. Make some money. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yes.
Yes.